Live on a Saturday night, it's Utah Grizzlies hockey, as tonight's the first of a two-game series as the Grizzlies take on the Tulsa Oilers. Hi, everybody. I'm Tyson Whiting. Welcome to Utah Grizzlies hockey here on this Saturday night. Last night, the Grizzlies got a 3-2 victory against the first-place Kansas City Mavericks, as Utah scored one in the first, one in the second, and one in the third. Kansas City took a 1-0 lead as Justin McPherson scored unassisted. 3:35 in. Grizzlies responded 8:02 into the first period as Reed Lebster picked up his 15th of the year. Cole Gallant with the assist as Lebster finished off a very successful month of February with 7 goals and 7 assists. Halfway through the second period, Lincoln Earns scored an unassisted shorthanded goal from about 150 to 160 feet away from the Kansas City net, as he just cleared it on a penalty kill. Puck ricocheted off Kansas City goaltender Jack LaFontaine's stick, and the puck ended up going in the back of his own net. Later in the second period, Kansas City's David Cotton tied it up 16:30 in. Cotton had 3 goals in the 2-game series. 15:01 into the third period, it was Matt Araujo making his Grizzlies debut. He scored from the left wing on a very weird angle as he picked up his first professional goal. Cooper Jones and Cole Gallant picked up the assist, and that turned out to be the game winner as the Grizzlies held on for the final 5 minutes of regulation as they earned the 3-2 victory. Oddly enough, last night was the first time all season that the Grizzlies had won a game when scoring less than 4 goals. So they got that out of the way last night. They're going to need a pretty good defensive effort once again against a Tulsa Oilers club that has played a lot of low-scoring, close games over the last few weeks, especially since they last played the Grizzlies about 3 weeks ago. Utah's 2-2 against the Oilers. They have a 2-game winning streak against Tulsa, and this is certainly a big weekend series. Tulsa right now is in second place in the Mountain Division. They have 68 standings points and a .630 point percentage. As for the Grizzlies, they are 18-29, 5-2 on the season, and the Grizzlies over their last 30 games are playing .500 hockey, where they have a standing point in 17 of 30 games, and they've got a record of 13-2-2. When we come back to the Grizzlies pregame report, we will recap the month of February as Utah had 14 games in the 28-day month, and we'll also go over the lineups for both teams. We're in business on a Saturday night. You're listening to the Utah Grizzlies Hockey Network.
From commercial to recreational truck accessories, Mountain Land Truck Outfitters has got what you need. Flatbeds, spray and bed liners, lifts and leveling kits, wheels and tires. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters proudly uses a brand you know and trust. And with our experienced, knowledgeable, and friendly staff, your visit here will be informative and enjoyable. Stop into our convenient location in Provo at 265 South 100 West or call 801-225-4637 to get a quote for your fleet or individual truck. Mountain Land Truck.
When you pay with the Nitro card at Maverick, you always save 10 cents or more on fuel every gallon, every day. And you could save a whole lot more thanks to Nitro Best Price. Pick up a Nitro card and upgrade your Adventure Club account to...
Thanks to Les Schwab Tires, I'm a confident backseat driver, but Mom's a little stressed about spending. Remember, breathe in. Now watch your speed and breathe out. Good. Even though we're watching our wallets, Les Schwab is still watching out for our safety. So turn here.
Help keep drivers and backseat drivers safe with Les Schwab Tires.
Welcome back to the Utah Grizzlies Hockey Network. I'm Tyson Whiting. Face-off is in about 10 minutes from now over at BOK Center. I'm hanging out at the Grizz Cave just outside the Grizzlies team store at Maverick Center. There is monster trucks at Maverick Center tonight. If you're in the West Valley area, might as well come on down and see it. As the commercial would say, tickets start just $12. All-star monster jams. Grizzlies had 14 games in the month of February. That's how the commercial sounds. You know, when you have all-star monster trucks coming to town, that's exactly how the commercial sounds. Tickets start at just $12. All-star monster trucks. That should be a lot of fun here at Maverick Center both tonight and tomorrow. Utah went 5-7-1-1 in 14 games in the month of February. 8 of the 14 games in the month were decided by 1 goal, and 5 of the 14 were decided past regulation. The Grizzlies actually had some success past regulation in the month of February. They went 3-0-2 in the 5 games in February. Neil Shea scored the overtime game winner on back-to-back Saturdays. On February 1st against Idaho on Guns N' Hoses night, he scored the overtime game winner. And then a week later, on February 8th in Tulsa, he scored 7 seconds into OT. Shea will be out of the Grizzlies lineup for the second straight game. Derek Dashke scored the overtime game winner on fishing night on February 15th against the Idaho Steelhead. So on 3 straight Saturdays, the Grizzlies won overtime games. Cole Gallant led Utah in plus-minus in the month of February with a +6 rating. Utah went 3-1 on Saturdays in February with all 4 games decided by 1 goal. So it's possible, once again, here on this Saturday night, Grizzlies will play a close game. Reed Lebster was an absolute monster for the Grizzlies in February. He had his best month of his professional career as he had 14 points, 7 goals, and 7 assists in 14 games. Derek Dashke had 3 goals and 9 assists in February, and Keaton Mastrodonato had 4 goals and 8 assists as both players had 12 points. Jake Barczewski in February went 5-4-0-1, where he had an .899 save percentage and 3.93 goals against average. We believe that Vinny Duplessis will be the starting goaltender, even though we didn't get to see which goaltender came out first for warm-ups. Last night, the Grizzlies picked up a clutch 3-2 victory, and they did it on the defensive end of things as they only allowed 2 goals against a very high-powered Kansas City Mavericks club. The Mavericks had 33 shots in the final 2 periods last night. The Grizzlies and Jake Barczewski saved 32 of them. So we'll see what the Grizzlies can do defensively here tonight against a pretty strong Tulsa Oilers club that have played pretty well on the road. They've also been a good home team at BOK Center. The Oilers have a record of 14-8-3-2. When we come back, we'll go over the lineups for both teams. This is the Utah Grizzlies Hockey Network.
Every new day is a chance to be kinder to your body and your mind. U of U Health is here to help you build strength and confidence every day. Let us help you be a better you. U of U Health, official health partner for the Utah Jazz, Utah Hockey Club, Utes Athletics, and the Utah Grizzlies. Take the first step today at uofuhealth.org.
Welcome back to Utah Grizzlies Hockey. I'm Tyson Whiting. Unfortunately, we don't know the starters for either team, but we do know that the Grizzlies are pretty much going with the same 18 skaters as they did last night, and they're pretty much going to go in the same lines as they did in last night's game. The top forward line for the Grizzlies from left to right will be Adam Berg, Cole Gallant, and Reed Lebster. All 3 of those players had successful months of February. Second forward line from left to right is Aaron Aragon, along with Mick Messner, the Grizzlies captain, who has 14 goals and 18 assists this season, and Keaton Mastrodonato, who has 18 points in his last 18 games. Third forward line from left to right is Craig Armstrong, Luke Manning, and Briley Wood. Manning is a +9 in his last 13 games. Fourth forward line from left to right is Braden Nicoletts, along with Tyson Upper and Dylan Fitz. The forward scratches for the Grizzlies tonight are Blake Wells and Neil Shea. Shea, the leading Grizzlies goal scorer, is out for the second straight game. 6 defensemen for Ryan Knaswich's crew. Top defensive pairing will be Derek Dashke and Cooper Jones. Second defensive pairing is Garrett Pike and Matt Arujo, who was last night's hero. Arujo scored the game winner with 4:59 left in regulation. It was his first professional goal. This is his 23rd game overall this season. He spent 21 contests this year with the Rapid City Rush, including 6 games against the Grizzlies. Garrett Pike picked up his first point as a Grizzly with an assist on the Lincoln Earn 160 feet plus goal that was scored shorthanded. The third defensive pairing tonight is Lincoln Earn and Dylan Savenkov. The defensive scratches are Cody Corbett, who's out with an upper body injury. Kay Jensen's out of the lineup, as well as Christian Hausinger, who's on a family leave. I believe his brother is getting married at some point this weekend. Hausinger is yet to appear In a game for the Grizzlies, he was acquired in a trade earlier this week with the Atlanta Gladiators. The Tulsa Oilers, the Grizzlies are not facing the Anaheim Ducks tonight, although it just looks like it. The Tulsa Oilers are wearing an Anaheim Ducks orange jersey. It is a affiliate night over at BOK Center. Orange jerseys for the Tulsa Oilers apparently tonight as they are celebrating their NHL affiliate, the Anaheim Ducks. Fun fact, before the Grizzlies affiliated themselves with the Colorado Avalanche, Utah's NHL affiliate was the Anaheim Ducks. Rob Murray, the former NHL player, he's in the AHL Hall of Fame. He's the head coach for the Oilers. Tulsa's got a record of 30, 16, 5, and 3 on the season. Their starting goaltender is going to be big and tall, Talon Boyko. Boyko is 6'7" and 200 pounds. This will be his 28th appearance this season. He has a record of 17, 5, 2, and 3 with 2 shutouts. He has a .924 save percentage and 2.36 goals against average. A little bit of an awkward night for Boyko. You know, you talk about the Anaheim Ducks jerseys the Oilers are wearing tonight. Boyko is an affiliate and is a prospect, and he's currently under contract with the New York Rangers. Boyko, a former Cincinnati Cyclone, is a native of Alberta. So Boyko will get the start in net. Unfortunately, we don't know the starters. We do know the top forward line for Tulsa is going to be Connor Roulette, Sean Olsen, and Justin McAlien. Roulette and Olsen were each superstars against the Grizzlies in a 3-game series in early February. Second forward line is Solog Bakic, along with Alec Butcher and Mike McKee. McKee used to be a defenseman for the Oilers. Now he's a forward. He is a longtime Tulsa player. He's in the top 5 in franchise history in games played. Third forward line is Shane Kuzmeski and Daniil Ladigan. And actually, that's going to be the fourth forward line. There was a late scratch in the Tulsa lineup as Reed Petrick is out. Third forward line is actually going to be Tyler Polson with Josh Nelson and Michael Farron. Farron is the Tulsa captain. He leads the club with 17 goals this season. Defensively, it's Anthony Costantini and Andrew Lucas. Lucas is under contract with the San Diego Ghouls. Second defensive pairing is Cade McNally and Dougie Legrome. And the third defensive pairing is Olivier Dame-Malka and Jack Clement. Clement played at Miami of Ohio, where he was a teammate with Grizzly defenseman Derek Daschke. We'll come back and have face-off on the other side. You've been tuned into the pregame report on the Utah Grizzlies Hockey Network.
When you buy tires at Les Schwab, you're getting more than just tires. You're getting America's best tire warranty, 60-day satisfaction guarantee, no hassle road hazard protection, and free maintenance for the life of your tires. So if something happens to your tire on the road, we'll fix it, or we'll replace it, no questions asked. Other places make you pay extra for that kind of protection. But at Les Schwab, it's included with every set of tires, because more warranty means less worry, and nobody stands by their tires like Les Schwab. Get more from
Since 1939, America First has helped people start businesses, buy homes and cars, and achieve their financial goals. Today, our top priority is still the financial success of you and your family, which is why we're giving new members $100 when they sign up for a basic savings and checking account, and another $100 when they upgrade to premium checking and enroll in and use direct deposit. So head to AmericaFirst.com today and join the credit union that always puts its members first.
Great night for hockey as 2 big standings points are on the line as the Utah Grizzlies take on the Tulsa Oilers in the first of a 2-game weekend series. 2 captains taking the ceremonial puck drop, Mick Messner for the Grizzlies and Michael Farron for Tulsa. Utah is wearing a white jersey with black numbers and professional green trim. The Tulsa Oilers look exactly like the Anaheim Ducks tonight. It is a affiliate night over at BOK Center. Grizzlies NHL affiliate is the Colorado Avalanche, and their AHL affiliate is the Colorado Eagles. 2 referees tonight, Chris Rumble and Scott Allen, and the linesmen are Riley Hickey and Chuck Schammel. Grizzlies appear to be starting the forward line of Mick Messner along with Aaron Aragon and Keaton Mastrodonato. Actually, Messner, he's near the Grizzlies bench and does look like that's the forward line. Can't tell the defensive pairing is. We see the Tulsa mascot trying to fire up the BOK Center crowd. He's got an oversized belt, and he's on a constant frown. I would be too if I had to dress up looking like that every night. Don't know who's starting for Tulsa, unfortunately. Those 20 minutes are put on the BOK Center clock, and we beg for patience. Unfortunately, we are not at BOK Center, and the BOK Center video feed is known as one of the worst in history of civilization. So please be patient with me. Grizzlies win the draw. They dump it in as Boyko will throw it towards the far corner. Grizzlies skate from left to right as we see it on Flow Sports, or attempt to at least. Tulsa will dump it into the Grizzlies zone where it's taken by Derek Dashke, the second-year pro out of Miami, Ohio. Throws it ahead past Adam Berg. Puck goes to center ice, and Tulsa off the screen at their blue line will pitch it across. Now the Oilers skate in left wing. Righty shot saved by Duplessis, and he holds on as Vinny gets the start in net. We believe it was Michael Farron firing away from the left wing. Duplessis makes the stop as we get our first whistle 37 seconds in. Duplessis, so far this season, has a record of 3-9-2-1 with a 4.30 goals against average and an .863 save percentage. Duplessis is a first-year pro, 6'1" and 175 pounds. Draws in the left circle, and it's won by Utah as Matt Arujau, wearing number 27, will move it ahead. Second Grizzly player to wear number 27 this season. Gallant to Lebster over the line, back to Gallant. Right side, righty shot goes wide. Puck ricochets off the end boards, hippity opposite the near circle. Lebster gets the puck as he's surrounded by two Oilers wearing Anaheim Ducks-themed jerseys. The Oilers cross center ice as they step over the line right wing, looking for a centering pass. It's sticked away by Utah as the Oilers skate around the net towards the right side. Lefty shot is blocked away by Duplessis. That was taken by Cade McNelly, who has 6 assists, no goals this season, a +2 rating. Grizzlies over the offensive line. Gallant skates around Tulsa's net, now dropping off. Lebster throws to the middle of the ice for Adam Berg. He'll take a lefty shot. Safe rebound as Adam Berg was looking for a second attempt. He swung and missed. He was nearby Connor Roulette. Puck goes back to the Utah line, a minute and a half in, and the Grizzlies dump it in. Boyko stays in front of his net as the Oilers chase after it. Tulsa will slide it towards the near wing, skating from right to left. Tulsa crosses center ice, steps over the offensive line left wing. Righty shot by Alec Butcher is sticked away by Duplessis. Now behind Utah's net, Butcher feeds it out in front, and the puck goes back towards the left point. Both teams are wearing white helmets. Left side, centering pass, shot saved by Duplessis as Tulsa tried to get to Shane Kuzmeski out in front of the net. His shot was denied by Duplessis as we get a whistle with 18:06 in. We're just getting underway, so grab some chips and dip in a beverage of your choice and enjoy part of Saturday with us. Tulsa leads the league in shots per game at 36.35. They're averaging close to 40 shots per game against the Grizzlies this season. Taking the draw for Utah is Luke Manning. Manning wins the draw. He's a +9 in his last 13 games. Grizzlies will tap it off the near glass, and the Grizzlies will poke it out to center ice. It goes deep in the Oilers zone. Armstrong chases after it, but icing is called on Utah as we get another whistle with 17:56 left in the first. What a thrilling victory it was for the Grizzlies last night, and in particular for Matt Arujau. He scored his first professional goal, and it turned out to be the game winner. Arujau is in his first season as a pro. He was on the SBHL All-Rookie team last season. Draws over in the right circle in the Grizzly zone. As Luke Manning crouches down, he wins a faceoff. He's out there with Armstrong and Briley Wood. Wood is 8th among league rookies in points this season with 37, 16 goals, 21 assists. Grizzlies cross center ice, skate off the screen. Manning gets tripped up, no call, as he was trying to buy a penalty, but there was no purchase. As Tulsa gets out to center ice, as Tulsa skates in, they'll pitch it towards the left wing. Lefty shot. It goes a little bit wide. That was taken by Solog Bakic, who has 8 goals and 13 assists this season. Puck towards the near wing. Grizzlies at center ice. Get it tapped away. Puck goes towards Dylan Savankov. He'll dump it in. Actually, it was Braden Nicolette's number 51. Tulsa chases after it as they're behind their own net. And looks like the camera operators are just like they always are in Tulsa. Pathetic. Out to the near side. Tulsa steps over the offensive line, skates towards the left corner. Grizzlies deliver a hit. Pike takes the puck and he skates around Utah's net. Pike gets knocked down. Tulsa towards the corner, battles with Tyson Upper as Tulsa wings it across, but it goes out of the zone out to neutral ice. Tulsa will pitch it ahead as the Oilers dump it in as Duplessis stays in front of his net. As Araujo over there with Pike, 2-on-2 battle. Puck goes up top, right point. Righty shot is blocked away before it gets to Duplessis. Now high slot as Tulsa spins around over in the left point as they drop it off. Skating in towards the near goal line. Shot and a score. Andrew Lucas gets his 5th of the year. He shot along the near goal line. Fired on a tough angle past Duplessis. And the Oilers take a 1-0 lead with 16:33 left in the first. Boy, Lucas got around Dylan Fitz, and he just roofed it right over Duplessis' left shoulder. Looked like Duplessis had the near post covered pretty well. Lucas kind of went towards the far side on a tough angle, and he had the perfect accuracy as Tulsa gets the first goal tonight. Lucas was pretty strong for the Oilers in early February in a 3-game series against the Grizzlies. That's where Utah won 2 out of 3 games. Lucas played in 20 games with the San Diego Gulls this season, and this is his 22nd game with the Oilers. And Lucas now has 5 goals and 12 assists on the season. So it's 1-0 Tulsa, 3.5 minutes in, as Lucas lights up the scoreboard. As the Grizzlies win the draw and dump it in, Messner's out there with Mastrodonato. As Tyler Polson spins around Mastrodonato on the left wing. Polson sporting a beard, gets to center ice, gets around Aragon, steps over the offensive line. He tries to fire it towards Duplessis, and the Grizzlies block it away. Utah will push it out to center ice. Now the Grizzlies enter the zone from the right wing. Mastrodonato takes a shot, saved by Boyko. He holds on with 16:02 left in the first. So Grizzlies will get an offensive zone drop as Mastrodonato fired on net, we believe. He took the shot from off the screen, but once the camera recovered, Mastrodonato had to have been the only one to fire on net. The Maestro has 34 games of AHL experience, where he had 4 goals last season with the Texas Stars. Mastrodonato's been a high-volume shooter. He has 4 or more shots in 14 games this season. And overall, he's got a point in 21 of his 35 games. Messner will take the draw. He's out there with Aragon and Mastrodonato. Neil Shea is out of the Grizzlies lineup once again. It's the second straight night without Shea, who leads the Grizzlies with 19 goals this season. Linesman tried to drop the puck. Messner stood frozen, and so we'll do it over again as the Tulsa players kicked out of the faceoff circle. It's 1-0 Tulsa. 16:02 is left in the first. Grizzlies have been pretty successful on Saturdays this year. They are 10-7 on Saturday games during the course of the regular season. Each of Utah's last 4 games on Saturday have been decided by 1 goal. Off the draw, Aragon's shot. That one's brushed away. Puck ricochets off the end boards on towards Boyko, covers up as we get another whistle with 15:59 left in the first. Grizzlies have played a lot of close games this season. You think about the month of February, they played almost exclusively close games. 7 of Utah's last 11 games have been decided past regulation, and 10 of their last 16 games have been decided by 1 goal. Tulsa wins the draw. They dump it in. Puck goes towards the right wing. Derek Dashke gets hit. He's out there with, looks like Lincoln Earn. Puck goes up top. Tulsa skates towards the right circle. Righty shot. Blocker saved by Duplessis. Tulsa chases after it in the left corner as they'll wing it around. Puck to the right side. Dashke delivers a hit and an Oiler. Lincoln Earn's out there as well. Messner in the area. As the puck goes towards Messner, he'll slice it across off the stick of a Grizzly. And that was Aaron Aragon who dumps it in. Grizzlies make a full line change. Oilers cross ice, rink wide feed towards the left side as they'll dump it in. Oilers make a change of their own as we got 15-15 and counting. Grizzlies out to center ice. Tulsa gets it back into the offensive zone. Cooper Jones chasing after it. Puck along the Utah boards. Big time hits. Glasgow swaying back and forth. Webster lets it go to neutralize. Grizzlies chase after it. Tulsa will get it back deep in their own zone. As taking the puck for Tulsa is number 6, Jack Clement, the Miami of Ohio product. College teammate with Derek Dashke. The Oilers will sky it into the Grizzlies zone. Utah moves it back to center ice. Webster over the offensive line, right side, trying to chip it out in front to Gallant. Now Webster gets held up from behind. Shot and a score! Reed Webster gets his 16th of the year and the Grizzlies tie it up with 14:41 left in the first. Lepster's on the right side, trying to start to Gallant. Puck ricocheting off a couple Oilers sticks, and then Lepster with a backhand attempt about 10 feet in front of the crease. He found his way past Talon Boyko. So for the second straight night, the opposition gets an early first period goal, and the Grizzlies responded with a Reed Lepster tally. Last night, it was Lepster scoring 8:02 into the first period after Justin McPherson scored for Kansas City 3:35 in. Here tonight, it was Andrew Lucas scoring 3:27 in, with Cosentini and Sean Olsen getting the assist. And tonight, it's Reed Lepster scoring 5:19 in, with Gallant and Berg picking up assists. Gallant had 2 assists last night, and he now has 3 on this weekend. He has 23 on the year. As Grizzlies in the offensive zone, skating from left to right, Manning gets held up. He'll skate towards the right corner as he keeps his feet moving. He'll throw it up top. Somebody off the screen takes a shot, saved by Boyko, as Tulsa race along the near wing boards. Tulsa will move it out to center ice. They step over the offensive line, taking his Garrett Pike. And his quick cross-ice pass, heavens knows where it ended up. Tulsa picks it off at center ice. And when I say the puck has literally been off the screen half the game, I am not exaggerating. Armstrong, 6 minutes in, we'll throw it across as we're tied at 1. Grizzlies have played pretty good hockey over the last game and 6 minutes. Utah's Briley Wood dumps it in as Tulsa chases after it. Cade McNally skates around his net. He's a big defenseman at 6'3" and 200 pounds. Puck towards the left wing. Now it's deep into the Oilers zone. Grizzlies on the right side will drop it back to the corner as Utah will skate back towards the right point where Lincoln Earn is standing. Fitz will have it lift off his stick. Puck goes to center ice. Tulsa dumps it in as deep into the Grizzlies zone as Connor Roulette gets held up by Lincoln Earn. As Roulette and Earn continue to battle over in the left corner. Puck goes back to the Grizzlies. Dylan Fitz crosses center ice. He'll guide it to his right over the line. Tyson Upper throws it towards the middle of the ice looking for Nicoletz. He got occupied along his left arm. Fitz behind the net. We'll throw it up top, but nobody was at the left point. Lincoln Earn will chase after it in the Grizzlies zone as he'll tap it off an Oilers stick. Tulsa retreats after the puck behind Utah's net. Oilers dance around in the right wing. They try to chip it out in front and glance off a stick. Now slot, lefty shot, saved by Duplessis. Loose puck towards the left corner. Tulsa runs it down as the Oilers back along the left wing. And the screen a little bit too wide to figure out who's who. Tulsa skates in on Duplessis. Righty shot sticked away. Now the Oilers back deep in their own zone. Tulsa tried to chip it out to the right wing. Nobody home. Grizzlies will skip it out to center ice. Tulsa retreats. They get it. Oilers fire towards Duplessis and it misses wide as the puck must have deflected out of play as everybody stopped skating with 12:29 left in the first. Well, the Oilers scored first. Andrew Lucas found the back of the net, 3:27 in with Cosentini and Olsen getting the assist. A minute and a half later, it was Reed Lepster tying it up, 5:19 in with Gallant and Berg getting the assist. 12:29 left in the first. It's the Grizzlies 1 and the Oilers 1. We're back in 1 minute on the Utah Grizzlies Hockey Network.
When you pay with the Nitro card at Maverick, you always save 10 cents or more on fuel every gallon, every day. And you could save a whole lot more thanks to Nitro Best Price. Pick up a Nitro card and upgrade your Adventure Club account today.
Thanks to Les Schwab tires, I'm a confident backseat driver, but Mom's a little stressed about spending. Remember, breathe in. Now watch your speed and breathe out. Good. Even though we're watching our wallets, Les Schwab is still watching out for our safety. So it's right here.
Help keep drivers and backseat drivers safe with Les Schwab tires.
Now we're tied at 1, 7.5 minutes in. 12:29 is remaining. Tulsa's outshot Utah 7-4. Grizzlies have one shot each from Lepster, who scored a 16th of the year, 5:19 in. Berg, Arujo, and Mastrodonado also have one shot. For the Oilers, Alec Butcher has 3 shots and 4 other Oilers with 1 shot each. Well, I imagine this is going to be a more competitive game than the college hockey game that happened earlier today at BOK Center. Oklahoma defeated Oklahoma State 11-1 in the, I guess, Bedlam game that was played at BOK Center a couple hours before the Grizzlies battled with the Oilers. I was hoping the final score would be 12-1. Then you can recap and repeat D2 of the Mighty Ducks when Team USA lost to Iceland 12-1. I don't know if Gordon Bombay after the game was referencing Team USA's performance or the Tulsa Oilers camera operators at BOK Center. Hey, Draw's going to be over the left circle of the Grizzlies zone. We're going to be here all weekend. Dashke will get it around his net. He turns it over, right side, righty shot, saved by Duplessis. Then he holds on to the butterfly position. Whistle blows with 12:23 left in the first. So it's still early on. Grizzlies, and really it's the second straight game, as we mentioned, kind of a carbon copy of how things started. A defenseman scored for the opposition, then Reed Lebster scored for Utah. How about Lebster in the month of February? 14 points in 14 games in the month. He had 7 goals and 7 assists. Utah finished February with a record of 5-7-1-1. Utah went 3-1 on Saturdays in February. They're 10-7 on Saturdays this year. As Grizzlies have the puck, Tulsa has it. High slot. They're in the offensive zone. Utah takes it away. Asher Donato, chip it towards his left. Tulsa took it away. They step over the offensive line left side. An Oiler leaps over a Grizzly. No call either way. Officials might let them play, as I think we got the same officiating crew as we had last night. Puck skies towards the right wing at center ice. Grizzlies dump it in. Messer chases after. He gets the puck and he'll chip it from one corner to the other. Tulsa has it glance off a stick. As Masher Donato will push it out as it goes to neutral ice. Tulsa dumps it in. Matt Araujo will chase after it. He gets the puck. He'll chip it to his left. As it looks like Araujo has been paired up with Dashke at times here tonight. Araujo races across center ice. He'll move it to his right. Lebster fires towards the net. Saved by Boyko. Grizzlies tap away off Boyko's glove on a second chance. Go on to the right wing. Gets it towards Araujo. He spun around. Tulsa took the puck away, and they'll clear it back to the Utah line. As Garrett Pike runs it down. Pike will ricochet it off the near boards. As the puck goes towards center ice. As Oilers chip it back in, Lebster retreats and gets the puck. As Reed Lebster will spin around. Now move it to his right. As Grizzlies, blue line to blue line pass looking for Gallant is chipped wide. And the Oilers dump it in. Duplessis plays it about 10 feet in front of his crease, gets it to Lincoln Earn, who stops behind his net as we're 9 minutes in, and we're tied at 1. Earn guides to his right. Puck ricochets off a stick towards center ice. Berg delivers a hit. Tulsa skates back in. Left side, lefty shot. That misses wide as Tulsa missed the net, stick side on Duplessis. Now the Oilers behind the net. Unfortunately, the camera angle's too wide to tell who's who. Oilers will move it to the right side. Tulsa, righty shot. And kicked away by Duplessis' right pad. Grizzlies will lift it out to center ice. Berg and Gallant chases after it. Gallant gets the puck. He races towards the left wing. Gallant backhand shot. And that one misses wide on Boyko. As it looked like Berg was trying to stab it towards the net. And the puck ricochets back to center ice. Tulsa steps over the offensive line. Michael Farron skated in, but the Oilers are offside as Dashke and company did a good job building a wall at the Utah blue line. Tulsa had to redirect themselves, especially the guy with the puck and Michael Farron, and it messed up the timing of the play. So Draw's going to come back to neutral ice as we're about halfway through the first period. Well, for Tulsa, they're a high-volume shooting team. And they've already fired away quite a bit on Duplessis here in the first half of the first period. Oilers have 8 shots. Grizzlies have 7 as we're still early on. As we're about halfway through the first period, Tulsa is on pace for 16 shots in the first period. Puck goes deep into the Oilers zone. Quick cross-ice pass towards the left wing. It gets to an Oiler. I believe that was Poulsen that dumped it in. Chasing after it, Duplessis collided with an Oiler. Savankov wants to get after Tulsa as Duplessis gets back to his feet and in front of his net. Utah will sky it out to center ice, and the puck bounces towards the Tulsa line. We get a whistle. I think I saw an interference signal by one of the referees. I believe that was Chris Rumble, and it is going to be a Tulsa penalty. Interference is the call as a bearded Oiler will go to the penalty box, and it looks like it is Solog Bakic wearing number 14. He will serve 2 minutes. Grizzlies are on the power play for the first time tonight when we return in 1 minute. We are tied at 1 on the Utah Grizzlies Hockey Network.
From commercial to recreational truck accessories, Mountain Land Truck Outfitters has got what you need. Flatbeds, spray and bed liners, lifts and leveling kits, wheels and tires. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters proudly uses a brand you know and trust. And with our experienced, knowledgeable, and friendly staff, your visit here will be informative and enjoyable. Stop into our convenient location in Provo at 265 South 100 West or call 801-225-4637 to get a quote for your fleet or individual truck. Mountain Land.
Every new day is a chance to be kinder to your body and your mind. U of U Health is here to help you build strength and confidence every day. Let us help you be a better you. U of U Health, official health partner for the Utah Jazz, Utah Hockey Club, Utes Athletics, and the Utah Grizzlies. Take the first step today at uofuhealth.org.
9:46 is the time remaining in the first period. Utah's on the power play for the first time, as we believe Solog Bakic is in the box. He's serving an interference minor. Grizzlies' power play this season is 19.4%. Unfortunately for the Grizzlies, their power play has gone cold. They're 0 for their last 16 on the man advantage. They haven't scored a power play goal since Dashke's game winner on fishing night on February 15th. Grizzlies win the draw, left side. Righty shot is blocked away. I think that was taken by Lebster, as Tulsa out to neutralize, and they will chip it off the Grizzly. That's Dashke, as the Oilers will now escape back into their own zone as they play catch of the puck. Now the Oilers will slice it towards Vinny Duplessis. And I do beg for a little bit of patience. Unfortunately, this video screen has been more than a little bit challenging as I try to describe the game to the YouTube audience. Grizzlies over the line. Dashke pushes it across. Tulsa takes it away. Oilers race over the attack line. 2-on-2. Righty shot. Saved by Duplessis. Vinny holds on. That shot was taken by Michael Farron, who leads the Oilers with 17 goals this season. So draws going to be in the Grizzlies zone. 9:07 is left in the first period. If my math is correct, I think we have 1 minute and 10 seconds or so left in Utah's power play. It is affiliate night over at BOK Center, as the Oilers are wearing Anaheim Ducks themed specialty jerseys. Manning will take the draw for Utah, the St. Thomas product. He wins the faceoff. Grizzlies on the power play get it to Briley Wood in the near side. Wood will toss it back towards Garrett Pike. Pike will move it to his left. Grizzlies will spread the ice. Rink-wide feed goes tape to Wood. Wood faked it to Gallant. Keeps it. Now slide it up top to Pike, who directs it to his left. Grizzlies dance around over to the left corner as Utah will push it across. Right wing Briley Wood gets it. Wood gets hit in the side. He'll nudge it up top. Grizzlies over in the right side. Gallant will feed it off the end boards. Adam Berg will skate towards the left corner. Puck deflected off his stick towards Wood. Back to Berg, who spins it around to Cole Gallant in the right point. Gallant throws it to somebody off the screen. And a left wing shot saved by Boyko. Battle out in front of the net. Boyko holds on as Briley Wood and Adam Berg were looking for loose change out in front of the net. Oilers had 2 or 3 guys boxing him out like NFL offensive linemen to make sure Boyko could cover up. Looked like Pike took the shot from the slot, and then Berg on one knee was looking for a second attempt. And Boyko, the big 6'7" goaltender, used his size, just kind of muscled his way towards making the save. Late in the power play, Briley Wood gets knocked down by an Oiler. That might be Bakic, so it must not be Bakic in the penalty box as Oilers skate across center ice, step over the offensive line towards the right corner. Grizzlies deliver a hit. Utah comes back the other way. They skate from left to right as we try to see the game on Flow Sports. Utah over the offensive line as Adam Berg over in the left wing dangling back and forth. He has 5 goals this season. 8 minutes and counting left in the first. They'll throw it up top. Pike dances around now, get to Wood in the right wing. Wood will slide it to his right as Gallant pitches up top as Pike over towards Wood. One-timer saved by Boyko. He holds on with 7:49 left in the first, as I believe we're back to skating 5-on-5. Actually, it's still late in the power play. We had thought we had seen 14, but it looks like it's 19, Josh Nelson, that might be in the penalty box for the Oilers. And he might be in there for another 2 seconds or so. Unfortunately, the time on the score bug doesn't reflect power play time, and it won't for the rest of the game. Nelson's penalty was a goalie interference. Remember, Duplessis got ran into, and that's what the penalty was. As Utah wins the draw, and coming out of the box right now, we believe is Josh Nelson. We're skating 5-on-5. Utah is 0 for 1 on the power play, as we have 7.5 minutes left in the first and a 1-1 tie. As Grizzlies poke it back to neutralize, Tulsa skates back to their line. Oilers spread the ice. Utah leads the shot count 11-9 here so far, as Utah takes it in the right wing. Grizzlies race after it, knifing it towards the end boards is Aaron Aragon. Puck towards the right corner. Now Utah gets it right wing. Masha Donato gets to Dashke in the left side. He throws it to the middle of the ice. Taps off of Aragon's stick. Left wing righty shot. Saved by Boyko. Utah will drop it back for Aragon. Aragon moves it across, and it's picked off by the Oilers. Tulsa across the center ice, steps over the offensive line. They veer off to the left. Now on the left wing, Tulsa dumps it in deep. Oilers skate towards the left corner, being shadowed by Matt Arujo. Arujo, Hawking and Oiler. Now up top, Tulsa left side. Lefty shot, and that one goes wide. Jones is out in front of the net trying to protect Duplessis. Now towards the middle of the ice. Righty shot by a bearded player is wide. Now high slot, righty shot. Saved by Duplessis. Vinny holds on with 6:39 left in the first. So draws going to be in the Grizzlies zone. Vinny Duplessis has been pretty solid here early for the Grizzlies. They had Bedlam on ice earlier today over at BOK Center. As we mentioned before, Oklahoma defeated Oklahoma State 11-1. Draws over in the left circle. Taking it for Utah is Tyson Upper, the University of Calgary product. Gets the puck, it's happening off the near glass. Puck up at the Tulsa line. Fitz gets the puck, skates towards the right side. Toe drag. Now he skates in, backhand shot, misses wide. As Nicolette's in the area. Fitz feeds up top, left point. Lefty shot, bounces about 20 feet in front of the big Tulsa goaltender, Talon Boyko. 2-on-3 scrum over in the corner with 3 Oilers in the area. Nicolette's over there for Utah. Tulsa will throw it towards the right corner. A Grizzly drags down an Oiler, and that was a bearded one. As Utah gets it up top, somebody off the screen takes a shot, and it's blocked about 5 feet in front of Boyko. Grizzlies behind the net, 6 minutes on a moving clock in the first period. Utah's in the offensive zone. Dashke dance around over in the left corner, right corner as he battles with his college teammate, Jack Clement. Now Nicolette's gets in the left wing, dangling back and forth. He tried to feather one towards Manning, and it's picked off by the Oilers. Moving out to center ice, Nicolette's collides with an Oiler at center ice. Taking the puck is Luke Manning. He'll dance around to the right wing. Now Manning reverses field back towards the right point, feeds up top. Left wing, Armstrong, lefty shot, saved by Boyko, and the puck deflects out of play with 5:32 left in the first period. But we're still tied at 1. We'll come back in 1 minute and recap and finish up the first period on the other side. It's the Utah Grizzlies Hockey Network.
When you buy tires at Les Schwab, you're getting more than just tires. You're getting America's best tire warranty, 60-day satisfaction guarantee, no hassle road hazard protection, and free maintenance for the life of your tires. So if something happens to your tire on the road, we'll fix it, or we'll replace it, no questions asked. Other places make you pay extra for that kind of protection. But at Les Schwab, it's included with every set of tires, because more warranty means less worry, and nobody stands by their tires like Les Schwab. Get more from...
Since 1939, America First has helped people start businesses, buy homes and cars, and achieve their financial goals. Today, our top priority is still the financial success of you and your family, which is why we're giving new members $100 when they sign up for a basic savings and checking account, and another $100 when they upgrade to premium checking and enroll in and use direct deposit. So head to americafirst.com today and join the credit union that always puts its members first.
We're tied at 1 with 5:32. That's the time remaining in the first period. It's the first of 4 straight games between the Grizzlies and Oilers tonight and tomorrow afternoon at BOK Center. And then the Oilers and Grizzlies will meet at Maverick Center twice next week. Note the dates. It's going to be Friday and Sunday next week at Maverick Center. There's a concert that's taken over the Maverick Center next Saturday. Friday night's going to be Military Night presented by Mountain Land Supply Company. And then Sunday afternoon will be at 3 o'clock. And with that, you can get a $12 AFCU ticket. And you can also get a family 4-pack of tickets for just $48. And that's a 2-game series at Maverick Center against the Tulsa Oilers. Puck goes deep into the Grizzlies zone. Arm is raised by one of the referees. We have a penalty deep in the Grizzlies zone. Looks like interference is the call made by the big referee, Scott Allen. He used to play with Fort Wayne and Jacksonville in the league, and it looks like it's a Grizzlies penalty as Garrett Pike will skate towards the penalty box. He looks over at Scott Allen and says, "You're kidding me." It looks like Pike's going to go to the box. It's his first penalty as a Grizzly, as he was reassigned earlier this week from the AHL's Colorado Eagles. We believe if we saw the signal correctly, Pike gets 2 minutes for interference. 5:16 left in the first period. As Pike shakes his head back and forth, Tulsa on the power play this season is 20.7%. Grizzlies penalty kill is 70.9%, but remember the Grizzlies were a perfect 3 for 3 last night. Tulsa wins the draw. Left point as they'll chip it ahead. Oilers cycle it towards the left corner, as unfortunately the screen is a little bit too wide to figure out who's who for the Oilers. As Tulsa dances around, as they'll push it towards the left wing. As Lucas, who scored Tulsa's goal early in the first period, he'll push it up top. He's got 5 on the season for the Oilers. He's a strong defenseman. Lucas gets it in the left wing. He fires a wrist shot towards the net, and it's blocked away about 10 feet in front of Duplessis. Loose puck along the near wing boards. Tulsa centers it. Righty shot is blocked away by Duplessis. Grizzlies get it, and they clear it out. Oilers race after the puck. Lucas gets it. He'll skate around his goaltender, Talon Boyko, as Lucas will nudge it to his right. Oilers over the offensive line. They'll pitch it towards the right point. Grizzlies will knife it back to center ice. Lucas retreats and gets the puck at his own zone, as Lucas will now reverse his field and skate towards neutral ice. Lucas has good speed. He'll step over the offensive line, skates down the middle, veers off to the right. Now he's in the right corner with the puck. He'll move it to his left as the Oilers get it back to the right corner. Now up top to Lucas. We believe Lucas throws it towards the middle of the ice. Utah picks it off and clears it out. Good job by the Grizzlies. Penalty kill. Boyko is along the far side. He caresses the puck, and he'll drop it behind his net. He'll fake it towards the near side, and he'll throw it behind him as Luke Manning was nearby Boyko. Oilers cross center ice once again. Solog backage over the line. He'll drop it off as the Oilers skate towards the left corner. Now they feather it up top. As now to the right side, back up top. Oilers fake a lefty shot. We think that's Olivier Dame Malka. Now the Oilers get back to the right side up top to Malka. He'll slide it towards the left goal line. Now back to the circle, back to the goal line. It looks like it's Tyler Polson. It is, sporting a beard. He'll get to the left wing now up top. Malka fakes a shot. He'll push it towards the left side. Oilers get it across. Right wing, just outside the circle. Righty shot. Saved by Duplessis. As Tulsa tried to feather one out in front. Glanced off an Oilers. Shot saved by Duplessis. Puck is cleared out to center ice. Fresh out of the box. Pike gets the puck. He'll skate towards the left wing. Pike tried to shovel it out in front of the net, and he does. Pass connected, but the Grizzlies get pushed back towards the left corner. Dashke's in the area as Oilers come back with the puck. Less than 3 minutes left in the first period. We're tied at 1. Oilers get to center ice as they'll nudge it towards their left. Oilers skate to the left circle. Lefty shot saved by Duplessis. Rebound goes to Utah. Mastro Donato, the second-year pro out of Canisius, will kick it ahead. Racing after it's Reed Lepster. He gets the puck in the left corner. Lepster has Utah's lone goal tonight. He gets head up high. Messner's in the area as Lepster is slow to get back to his feet. An Oiler gets knocked down by Messner, but Tulsa comes out with the puck. Oilers in bright orange Anaheim Ducks themed jerseys will skate at neutral ice. Timing messed up, so the Oilers will just dump it in as they would have been offside. Grizzlies take the puck. As Cooper Jones behind Duplessis, less than 2:20 left on a moving clock in the first period. Grizzlies cross center, nudge it towards the Tulsa line as Utah takes it away. Looks like Dylan fits his body type. Skates towards left wing. He'll take a righty shot. Saved by Boyko, and he holds on as there's 2:06 left in the first. Dylan Fitz had a 2-game stretch where he was playing as a defenseman. He returned to a forward spot in last night's game, and tonight he's paired up with Braden Nicoletts and Tyson Upper. So draws going to be an offensive zone 1 for Utah. As both teams have played pretty evenly here in the first period. Both clubs have had 1 power play, and both teams are 0 for 1 on the man advantage. If you joined us late, Andrew Lucas got Tulsa on the board. He scored 3:27 in with Anthony Cosentini and Sean Olson getting the assist. Utah tied it up 5:19 in as Lepster picked up his 16th of the year. Gallant and Berg got the assists. Puck is deep into the Grizzlies zone. Utah has 15 shots to Tulsa's 13 as both teams are 0 for 1 on the power play. As a battle in the Grizzlies zone over on the right point. Big pile of players on both sides. As Grizzlies, really last night, Utah did a great job winning the 50-50 pucks, and they do so once again here, winning a battle along the boards. Grizzlies were great at it last night. Rink-wide feed, misconnects. Boyko behind his net. Turnover. Fitz fires towards the net. He scores! Boyko fumbled the puck at the far goal line. Fitz took it as he was falling down, fired towards the net, and Utah takes a 2-1 lead. Second straight game where an opposing goaltender mishandled the puck. Boyko threw it towards his left, and Fitz picked it off and fired it past the empty net. So the Grizzlies, for the second straight night, gets a gift. They got a shorthanded gift from Jack LaFontaine, 9:10 into the first period. Fitz will get an unassisted goal as he picked off a Talon Boyko pass. Boyko is behind his own net, and he just threw a blind pass towards his left. Didn't see Fitz there, and Fitz fired before Boyko was able to recover. So it's 2-1 Utah late in the first period. Tulsa dumps it in. Behind the net, Derek Daschke will nudge it ahead. Grizzlies have scored 2 unanswered here in the first period. They get it out to center ice. Tulsa will get it back. Right wing, Tulsa skates after it. Right circle, lefty shot. That one goes wide. Duplessis rose his right shoulder to try to block it. Now down the middle of the ice, righty shot. Saved by Duplessis. Finney holds on with 1:02 left in the first. So Grizzlies are up to 16 shots in the first period. Tulsa's taken 13. I mentioned the Oilers. They lead the league in shots per game, and they're in the middle of the pack in shots allowed per contest. Grizzlies have been in the middle of the pack in terms of shots per game all season. They are 26th among 29 teams in shots allowed. So it wouldn't surprise me if both teams end up with 35-plus shots here in the game. Tulsa wins the draw, right side shot. Hits the post. Iron unkind. Now Tulsa skates back in. Good job by the Grizzlies boxing up Reed Lebster in particular with an outstanding defensive play, making sure Tulsa didn't get a second chance. Oilers throw it up top. As left point, Oilers will skip it towards the right corner. Chasing after and getting there's Adam Berg before an Oiler. He'll throw it up top and not out. Tulsa to the right side, skates towards our left. Now Tulsa's in the left wing. Unfortunately, the camera angle is a little bit too far away to tell who's who for the Oilers. Tulsa trying to shovel it out in front. Duplessis picks it off, and he holds on in the crease as there's 33.7 seconds left in the first. So draws give me the Grizzlies zone. And after Anthony Lucas, or make that Andrew Lucas, scored 3:27 in for Tulsa, Grizzlies responded, and they played some pretty good hockey here throughout the first period. Gallant will take the face-off. He's out there with Lebster and Adam Berg. Gallant's been hot as of late. He played great in the month of February, and he picked up an assist on the Gallant goal here tonight. Olivier Damalka gets it. Oilers win the faceoff, looking for a centering pass, swing and a miss. Adam Berg gets it, and he'll stride out to center ice. Berg will swagger in the left wing, and still dropping off. Cooper Jones, left wing, righty shot, saved by Boyko. He holds on. That shot might have actually been taken by Cole Gallant, who was trailing the play. Gallant wearing number 27. He's a couple inches taller than Cooper Jones. We mentioned Cole Gallant. He's got an A on his sweater as he talks things over with Adam Berg and Reed Lebster. Gallant led Utah with a +6 rating in the month of February. Luke Manning was a +5 in February, and Manning did miss some games in the month of February. He is a +9 in his last 13 games that he's appeared in. Oilers win the draw. Lucas will fire it off the near wing boards. Lucas somehow gets it back, and he'll nudge it to his right. Oilers will wing it out towards the right side. Long-range pass. Duplessis behind his net. He turns it over. Tulsa skated in. Shot is blocked away by Duplessis. Recovered in time. Daschke will get it towards Lebster, and he'll zip it out to neutralize at the buzzer. And that will do it for 20 minutes over at BOK Center, as Andrew Lucas got the first goal of the game for Tulsa as he scored 3:27 in. A minute and a half later, it was Reed Lebster getting his 16th of the year. He now has a goal in back-to-back games. Cole Gallant had 2 assists last night. Gallant and Berg picked up the assists on the Lebster goal. And then for the second straight game, Grizzlies capitalized on a goaltender turnover. It was Jack LaFontaine last night, and tonight it's Tulsa's Talon Boyko. Boyko was behind his net, threw a blind pass towards his left. Didn't see Fitz there. Fitz picked it off, and on a very tough angle, he was able to fire it past the goal line before Boyko could recover. And Fitz scored his 7th of the year unassisted, 18:28 into the first. Both teams were 0 for 1 on the power play, and the Grizzlies have a 2-1 lead as they played some outstanding hockey in the final 16 minutes plus of the first period. We'll come back and recap the frame, and we'll also go over some NHL scores, and we'll check in on the Mountain Division and the league the Grizzlies play in as well. After one period, it's the Grizzlies 2 and the Oilers 1. This is the Utah Grizzlies Hockey Network.
Maverick's new bean-to-cup machines always deliver a freshly ground cup of coffee on demand, so you can enjoy any of our premium roasts at their best, day or night, hot or iced. Enjoy a fresh cup today.
Thanks to Les Schwab tires, I'm a confident backseat driver, but Mom's a little stressed about spending. Remember, breathe in. Now watch your speed and breathe out. Good. Even though we're watching our wallets, Les Schwab is still watching out for our safety. So turn here.
Help keep drivers and backseat drivers safe with Les Schwab tires.
From commercial to recreational truck accessories, Mountain Land Truck Outfitters has got what you need. Flatbeds, spray and bed liners, lifts and leveling kits, wheels and tires. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters proudly uses a brand you know and trust. And with our experienced, knowledgeable, and friendly staff, your visit here will be informative and enjoyable. Stop into our convenient location in Provo at 265 South 100 West or call 801-225-4637 to get a quote for your fleet or individual truck. Mountain Land Truck.
After one period of play over at BOK Center, it's the Utah Grizzlies 2 and the Tulsa Oilers 1. As it's affiliate night over at BOK Center, as the Oilers are wearing Anaheim Ducks themed specialty jerseys. Well, the Oilers got on the board first, 3:27 in, as Andrew Lucas got his 5th of the year. Anthony Costantini and Sean Olsen picked up the assists. Lucas got his 5th of the year. Sean Olsen was a star for the Oilers against the Grizzlies in early February. He now has 6 points against Utah, 4 goals and 2 assists. Anthony Costantini picked up his 2nd assist against Utah this year and 14th overall. So when Lucas scored, Oilers took a 1-0 lead. It's the third straight game where the Grizzlies have allowed the first goal of the contest. But like Friday night, the Grizzlies responded rather quickly. In fact, they responded quicker tonight than they did last night. It was about 4.5 minutes between Kansas City's goal and Reed Webster scoring last night. Tonight, just under 2 minutes later. 5:19 into the first, Webster picked up his 16th of the year. Cole Gallant and Adam Berg got the assists. And so Webster, who was the Grizzlies' leading scorer in the month of February with 14 points, he led Utah with 7 goals, and he now has 8 in his last 15 games, so this being the 15th game. And so Webster's continued to play great hockey. It's interesting when you think about some of the forward stars for the Grizzlies over the last month. Really, you got to look at that entire line that Webster was on in the month of February. It started in February with Webster, Gallant, and Luke Manning. That was a forward trio for about 5 or 6 games early in the month. And then Manning was replaced on that line with Adam Berg. Berg has played some pretty good hockey for the Grizzlies. In fact, through one period tonight, Adam Berg leads the way with 4 shots. And so it's really only fitting that was the forward line that got the Grizzlies the tying goal. Webster with the goal, Gallant and Berg with the assists. And then late in the first period, Talon Boyko, who goes 6'7" and 200 pounds, he was behind his own net. He tried to chip it towards his left, towards the far side. I imagine he didn't see Dylan Fitz there. Through the pass, Fitz picked it off, and then Fitz on a pretty tough angle at the far goal line. Knew he didn't have a ton of time as Boyko had to quickly recover towards the front of his net, but Fitz was able to fire away, and on that tough angle, he was able to find the back of the net before Boyko could recover. And so Dylan Fitz picked up an unassisted goal, 18:28 into the first, as he got his 7th goal of the season. Fitz had 3 goals in 6 games in the month of January. Fitz did not score a goal in February, but he finds the back of the net for the 7th time this season. And it came off the turnover from the Kansas City goaltender, or the Tulsa goaltender. And so that gave the Grizzlies a 2-1 lead. And that's where we sit here a third of the way through the game. For Tulsa, Josh Nelson got a goalie interference minor, 10-14 into the first. Grizzlies might have had a shot or 2 on the power play, but they couldn't find the back of the net. Garrett Pike got an interference minor, 14-44, and that gave Tulsa a power play. If I recall, the Oilers might have had 1, maybe 2 shots on that power play, as both teams' penalty kills were on point in the first period. Looks like they got a game of musical chairs underway over at BOK Center, as it is a white-colored chair that it looks like they're using. It looks like musical chairs is over, and a guy in a white jumpsuit comes away as the winner. A good period for both teams. For the Grizzlies, 17 shots. Tulsa had 16. The Tulsa is going to get their 40-plus shots, especially at home. For the Grizzlies to have 17 shots of their own and be as aggressive offensively as they were and yet be a pretty disciplined defensive club. It looked like the Grizzlies kind of had a mismatch of defensemen in the lineup tonight. I'm not really sure I saw Dylan Savinkov out there much in the first period. We'll have to check, but I'm not sure I saw Savinkov past maybe the first few minutes of the first period. So it's possible the Grizzlies might be rolling with 5 defensemen. Unfortunately, since we're not there, we don't really know. But kind of felt like the Grizzlies had different defensive partners throughout the first period. As a lot of times it seemed like Araujo was out there with Dashke. Cooper Jones was kind of mismatched. I mean, Jones had been playing with Dashke for the last few games, but Jones wasn't necessarily paired up with Dashke a lot in the first period. Lincoln Earn had some shifts with Dashke. Grizzlies kind of switching things up because I'm not sure we necessarily saw Dylan Savinkov much in the first period. Vinny Duplessis was solid for Utah. He saved 15 of 16 in the first period. For Tulsa's Talon Boyko, he saved 15 of 17. And obviously, you'd love to have that one back on the turnover off this stick that turned into the Dylan Fitz goal that gave Utah a 2-1 lead. So Grizzlies are playing some pretty good hockey. We'll see if they'll get their second straight road victory. Utah is 1-1 on the current road trip. And Utah's played pretty well in each of their last 3 games against the Oilers. Utah's 2-2 against Tulsa this season. And Utah is on a current 2-game winning streak against the Oilers. Remember, in early February, Tulsa won the opening game of a 3-game series. That's one that was played just under a month ago. On February 6th, Tulsa won 4-2. Then the Grizzlies responded, played one of their best all-around games of the season as they got a 6-2 victory. And then the rubber match on February 8th, that's the game where Neil Shea scored 7 seconds into OT as the Grizzlies came away with a 4-3 victory. So Utah's shown that they can score some goals on Tulsa this season. Remember, this is the first of 4 straight meetings between these clubs over the next 8 days or so. It'll be today as well as tomorrow afternoon at 2:05. And then the scene shifts to Maverick Center for a 2-game series. March 7th is going to be military night at Maverick Center 6 days from now. Get your tickets, UtahGrizzlies.com. Both teams will be off next Saturday and Sunday. March 9th will be the final game of the 4 games between the clubs. 2 games in Tulsa, 2 games in Utah. And remember, with Sunday, March 9th, there will be a post-game skate. You can also get $12 tickets with your AFC debit or credit card, and you can also get a family 4-pack of tickets for just $48. So a lot of good deals happening at Maverick Center as we have 7 home games remaining in the regular season. When we come back, we'll go over some NHL scores tonight as Utah leads Tulsa 2-1 after 1 period. This is the Utah Grizzlies Hockey Network.
Every new day is a chance to be kinder to your body and your mind. U of U Health is here to help you build strength and confidence every day. Let us help you be a better you. U of U Health, official health partner for the Utah Jazz, Utah Hockey Club, Utes Athletics, and the Utah Grizzlies. Take the first step today at uofuhealth.org.
Utah leads 2-1 after 1 period of play. Second period action will begin in about 8 minutes and 28 seconds worth of real time. In the NHL Stadium Series played at Ohio Stadium, the Columbus Blue Jackets have a 3-2 lead over the Detroit Red Wings. Easy for me to say. As we get about 10 minutes left in the third period. 2 former Chicago Blackhawks have the Red Wings goals, Alex DeBrincat and Patrick Kane. And the Blue Jackets have goals from 3 different players. Red Wings have dominated the shot count 40-17, but it's Columbus halfway through the third period that has a 3-2 lead. Other games in progress. Late second period, Canadiens and Sabres are tied at 2. After 2 periods, Sharks have a 2-1 lead over the Ottawa Senators. Also after 2 periods, the Oilers have a 2-0 lead over the Hurricanes. Adam Henrique and Corey Perry each have goals for Edmonton, so I imagine Sid Kanasowicz is happy with that score. After 2 periods, Philadelphia and the Winnipeg Jets are tied at 1. After 1 period, the Blues lead the Kings 2-1. A couple games going on later tonight. We'll go over them a little bit later. Finals in the NHL. Islanders defeat the Predators 7-4. Lightning get a 3-1 victory over the Capitals. Alex Ovechkin did get the lone goal for Washington as he inches all that much closer as he scored his 884th career goal as he gets a little bit closer to Wayne Gretzky's all-time record. And he almost have a feeling, based on the pace that Ovechkin is coming at, it's possible he may get it done during the course of the remainder of this regular season. Panthers shut out the Flames 3-0, as getting the shutout was Sergei Bobrovsky as he stopped all 23 Calgary Flames shots that he saw. Bruins get a 3-2 victory over the Penguins. That game is played on national TV. Richard Reichel scored late for the Penguins. The game winner was scored by Charlie Coyle, 19-19 into the third. Getting underway at 7 o'clock, about 7.3 miles away from where I'm sitting, the New Jersey Devils take on the Utah Hockey Club. Utah's looking to extend their winning streak to 4 straight games. They have a record of 27, 24, and 9 on the season. Devils come into play with a record of 32, 22, and 6 on the season. And so that should be an interesting one. Looks like the starting goaltender for Utah will be Karel Vejmelka. Veggie has been outstanding for the Utah Hockey Club this season. Watch out for Clayton Keller. In the last game against the Minnesota Wild 2 days ago, he had a career-high 5 points. He's going to be lined up with Logan Cooley and Nick Schmaltz. Schmaltz scored a goal on Thursday in the 6-1 victory over the Minnesota Wild. So that should be an interesting one. Looks like the Hughes brothers are both in the lineup for New Jersey. Jack Hughes as well as Luke Hughes. Hughes is paired up. Luke Hughes is paired up with Doogie Hamilton. Looks like Nico Dawes will get the start in net for the Devils. So that will get underway in about 10 minutes from now over at Delta Center, Utah, and the New Jersey Devils. Getting underway at 8 o'clock is the Chicago Blackhawks taking on the Anaheim Ducks. And, well, I guess if we've learned tonight, one thing tonight, Anaheim is affiliated with the Tulsa Oilers, as the Oilers are wearing the crest of the Anaheim Ducks logo on the front of their orange jerseys tonight. The Anaheim Ducks have a record of 26, 25, and 7. They are taking on a rebuilding Chicago Blackhawks team at 8 o'clock. Also getting underway at 8 o'clock, the Canucks are at the Seattle Kraken. Grizzlies NHL affiliate, the Colorado Avalanche, are not in action tonight. Colorado won't be in action tomorrow as well. The Avalanche return to the ice on Tuesday. It's going to be a while before we see the Avalanche once again. And that will be on Tuesday. They will face the Pittsburgh Penguins at home. So that's a check of the National Hockey League scores. When we come back, we will have second period action over at BOK Center as the Grizzlies have built quite a bit of momentum. As Lucas scored 3.5 minutes in for the Oilers, and the Grizzlies have scored 2 unanswered. As Reed Lebster scored 5.5 minutes into the first period, and then Dylan Fitz scored unassisted late in the first frame, about 18.5 minutes in, as he now has 7 goals on the season. We'll come back and have second period action as it appears Simba Cam is going on over at BOK Center. You're tuned in to the first intermission report on the Utah Grizzlies Hockey Network.
Since 1939, America First has helped people start businesses, buy homes and cars, and achieve their financial goals. Today, our top priority is still the financial success of you and your family, which is why we're giving new members $100 when they sign up for a basic savings and checking account, and another $100 when they upgrade to premium checking and enroll in and use direct deposit. So head to AmericaFirst.com today and join the credit union that always puts its members first.
Mountain Division scores from around the league. Early third period, Wichita leads Kansas City 3-2. That game's played at Intrust Bank Arena. Wallen, Lloyd, and Dickman have the Wichita goals. David Cotton and Justin McPherson have the Kansas City goals. Interestingly enough, the 2 goal scorers for Kansas City tonight are the same 2 goal scorers for the Mavericks last night in their 3-2 loss to the Grizzlies. That was McPherson and David Cotton. So that's early in the third period. Wichita has had a pretty good year. They lead 3-2, and that's obviously a game that Tulsa's paying attention to, as Tulsa and Wichita are pretty close to even in the Mountain Division standings. And really look at Kansas City's got a pretty good lead in the Mountain Division with 75 points and a 708 point percentage. Tulsa right now has a slim lead for second place with 68 points and a 630 point percentage. In third place is Tahoe, simply based on standings points. Tahoe's got 66 points and a 611 point percentage. Wichita right now is listed as being in fourth place with 65 points, and they have a 613 point percentage, which is just a little bit higher than third place Tahoe. So it's a big game for the Oilers in the standings, not only tonight against the Grizzlies, but they're doing some scoreboard watching and probably rooting on the Kansas City Mavericks as they take on the Wichita Thunder. Once again, early third period, Wichita leads Kansas City 3-2. Getting underway in about 10 minutes from now over at the Monument, Idaho takes on Rapid City. And how about the Rush? They have now won 11 straight games. What a streak it's been. They have won 5 straight against the Idaho Steelheads, and they look to make it 6 straight against the Steelheads tonight. And what a run it has been for the Rush as they look to make it 12 in a row at home against the Idaho Steelheads. And getting underway in about 1 hour from now, the Allen Americans are at the Tahoe Night Monsters. Well, both teams are on the ice. Grizzlies have Garrett Pike skating towards the bench. Looks like Dylan Savankov is going onto the bench as well. It looks like Savankov hasn't necessarily played a ton of minutes for the Grizzlies so far here this evening. Looks like a pretty good Saturday night crowd over at BOK Center as both teams are stretching out in front of their nets. Mick Messner and Cooper Jones go to have some words with Grizzlies head coach Ryan Kanaswich. He's got a dark suit jacket with a white shirt. Christian Horn's pretty dressed up. He's dressed up pretty well as well. Looks like Horn has got a little bit of a lighter colored suit jacket tonight. As now we look at the very unhappy looking Tulsa mascot in his oversized belt as he does the gritty. It looks like a very athletic moving mascot. Looks like a much skinnier mascot. Hey, good for the Tulsa mascot. Looks like he has lost some weight as of late. Hey, good for him. We certainly could all use some weight loss. I know I'm going to have to run the stairs at Maverick Center a bunch next week due to this YouTube camera. The camera puts on 10 to 15 pounds, I swear. So it looks like 20 minutes are put on the BOK Center scoreboard clock. Utah leads 2-1. And the Grizzlies in the white jerseys will skate from right to left as we attempt to see the game on Flow Sports. And Tulsa skates from our left to our right. Oilers win the draw as they'll chip it ahead. Messner challenges an Oilers skater, and that's Josh Nelson, who picked up Tulsa's lone penalty in the first period. Messner ices the puck. Tulsa chases after it, and the whistle blows 16 seconds into the second period. So the draw will come back towards Vinny Duplessis, who saved 15 of 16 in the first frame. We got monster trucks going on here at Maverick Center, and those trucks are pretty loud. I wonder if you hear them a little bit in the background of my microphone. Taking the draw for the Grizzlies is Mick Messner, and for the Oilers, it appeared to be a guy in a single-digit number. Might have been Tyler Polson, though, number 11. Grizzlies won the draw. That's not a single-digit number, though. Then again, it wasn't a math major. Dashke moves to his right, and the Grizzlies dump it in deep in the Mavericks in the Oilers zone. Dashke in the area. Grizzlies played the Mavericks last night. Dashke feeds up top. Aragon to the high slot. Cooper Jones fires towards the net. Kick saved by Boyko. Now left wing. Dashke with a shot that misses wide. Grizzlies chip it around. As over in the left corner, Oilers get it, and they'll wing it ahead as Tulsa gets challenged by Messner, and Messner will knife it back deep in the Oilers zone. Tulsa will spin it out to center ice, and now the Grizzlies have it deep in their own end. Utah will outlet it towards the left side, looking for Lepster. Goes past him. Lepster must have gotten a piece of it as no icing was called. Now the puck drifts back towards center ice. This camera operator doesn't do a good job moving to its right very well. Grizzlies head, Araujo, outlet pass looking for Gallant. It's picked off by the Oilers. Tulsa will lose the puck. Grizzlies will outlet it back to center ice. As Utah races after it, Tulsa deep in their own zone. They'll spin it from one corner to the other. Both teams are looking almost exclusively for long-range passes. Tulsa will tattoo it off the near wall. Puck goes to center ice. Pike chasing after it. Oilers get it. Connor Roulette will roll it out towards the right circle, and the pass over led an Oiler as Garrett Pike bounces an Oiler along the end boards. Grizzlies run it down. Matt Araujo's got good speed and a 6'2 frame will nudge it ahead. Grizzlies over the offensive line. Aragon dumps it to the corner. He chases after it. He knocks over an Oiler as the puck goes back towards the corner. Grizzlies hustle after it. They'll feed it up top Jones across to Dashke. He'll feather it across, looking for Berg. Berg gets it off the right corner boards. He'll drop it looking for Lebster. Lebster took a second to try to locate it. Oilers throw it back up top. Right point. Lincoln Earn looked for a shot. That's blocked. Grizzlies dump it in deeper as they make a line change. Oilers get the puck deep in their own zone. As we play just about 2.5 minutes of this second period, Utah still leads 2-1. Oilers dance around behind their net. A bearded sort. Doogie Legrone sometimes will sport a beard. As the puck slides towards the left side, Oilers cross center ice. Big time hit delivered by a Grizzly at the blue line. Tulsa tried to feather it out in front. It's kicked by Duplessis. He's able to cover up. But boy, a Grizzly really lit up an Oiler as they were entering the offensive zone near the left point. I couldn't tell who that was, but a big time hit delivered by Utah as there's now 17-17 left in the second. So draws game in the Grizzlies zone. Utah's really buckled down and played well defensively over the last game and a half. Kansas City scored 8 goals on Wednesday night in an 8-3 victory. I imagine the Grizzlies talked a lot of defense between the end of Wednesday's game and Friday's game over in Kansas City because Utah was really on point and disciplined on the defensive end of things, only allowing 2 goals against a high-powered Kansas City attack. And Tulsa, who likes to fire away with about 40 shots per game. And Utah so far has been on point defensively. Off the draw, Wood and Earn double team an Oiler. Now slot, shot and a score. Just as I say, Grizzlies have been on point defensively. Mike McKee will skate to the celebration aisle first, as looks like McKee picks up his 4th of the year. And the Oilers tied up at 2 with 17-11 left in the second. A lot of traffic out in front. Shot was fired up high. McKee's got outstanding size, pretty good hands. He is 6'5" and 240 pounds. As the Oiler fans get excited, it's a 2-2 game. 17-11 is left in the second. Oilers had about 3 bodies out in front of the net, but it looks like it's McKee that redirected it as he gets his 4th of the year. And so the Oilers tied up at 2, and that was just about the time, as I was saying, that the Grizzlies played a well defensive game, and that they have been pretty disciplined defensively. Oilers are able to get some traffic out in front of Duplessis. Happens every time. As Grizzlies dump it in, Boyko will wing it towards his right. Grizzlies have a glance off a stick. Tulsa will race out to center ice. Oilers over the offensive line, skate towards the right wing. Righty shot saved by Duplessis. That was taken by Daniil Ladigan, who's looking for his first goal of the season. As Jones battles with an Oiler, puck goes up top. Now Fitz battles. Fitz trying to move it out. Tulsa keeps it in as they race towards the right circle. Tulsa with a righty shot, and that one's blocked away. As the Oilers try to feather one out in front. Shot is kicked away by Duplessis as the puck spins back towards the left wing. Savankov pushes an Oiler as a battle over in the left corner. As Savankov and an Oiler both hit the ice. Puck goes towards the far wing boards. Oilers skate from left to right here in the period. We're about 4 minutes into the second period, tied at 2. As the Oilers throw it back towards the left corner. Savankov's in the area. Now Tulsa behind Utah's net will skate towards the right goal line. Now they feed it up top. Oilers fire a righty shot that's blocked. Tulsa will move it towards the left circle. 3 Grizzlies in the way. Puck goes back to the left wing. A bearded defenseman will fire a shot, and it's blocked. It might have been Doogie Legrone wearing number 5. Grizzlies skate towards the left circle. Fitz will take a righty shot, and that one misses wide as he missed the net stick side on Boyko. Fitz looking for his 2nd goal of the game as he was denied by Boyko. Might have missed wide. Didn't really tell where the shot ended up. As a rink-wide feed goes deep into the Grizzlies zone. Pass was wide of an Oilers stick. As behind the net, dangling back and forth, is Matt Araujo in his 23rd game overall. In his 2nd with the Grizzlies. He was acquired in a trade just a couple days ago with the Rapid City Rush. Dashke wings it ahead. Masha Donato gets it left circle. Take a righty shot. Saved by Boyko. The Maestro is looking for his 12th goal of the season. He has 11 goals and 24 assists this season. Big collision at center ice. Pike and an Oiler. As now Utah crosses center ice. The Maestro will kick it towards Pike. He's on the left side. Pike trying to center it out to Masha Donato. Pass behind him. Puck wings off the boards. As near side, Pike centers it. Lefty shot is blocked away by Boyko. Rebound shot by Masha Donato. He swung and missed along the near goal line. As Masha Donato over in the left point battles an Oiler. The Maestro pushes an Oiler down, but the puck goes out to center ice. Grizzlies whip it back around. Masha Donato, he collides with an Oiler. Puck goes back up top. As Dashke will move it towards the middle. Gallant fires towards the net wide. Berg was net front, trying to redirect it. He got knocked down. As the Oilers spin it back towards the right wing, Masha Donato comes off the ice. Oilers get the puck. They'll move it out to center ice as Tulsa will throw back into their own zone. And once again, we do ask for a little bit of patience for those tuned in on YouTube, as unfortunately some of the key details of the game have gone eluding this camera feed. Oilers will spin it ahead. Puck goes deep into the Grizzlies zone on towards Duplessis, and he will cover up with 13:56 left in the second. So Draws give me the Grizzlies zone when we come back. Tulsa's Mike McKee redirected a shot. Olivier Dame-Malka and Josh Nelson picked up the assist. That was 2:49 into the second period. 13:56 of the time remaining, second period, and we're tied at 2 on the Utah Grizzlies Hockey Network.
From commercial to recreational truck accessories, Mountain Land Truck Outfitters has got what you need. Flatbeds, spray and bed liners, lifts and leveling kits, wheels and tires. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters.
Now it looks like we're back to live action, as we thought it was a timeout, but they kept playing, as it could have been the under 14 timeout, as the puck was dumped in on towards Duplessis. As Grizzlies race back in their own zone, as we're tied at 2, 13:40 on a moving clock here in the second period. Scrum along the left wing boards of the Grizzlies zone. Utah skating from right to left during the period. As the puck is cleared back towards the near wing wall, whistle blows. There's some action near the Utah line, so I believe offside is the call. 13:35 is left in the second period, and there's a timeout now. We'll be back in 1 minute on a 2-2 tie on the Utah Grizzlies Hockey Network.
From commercial to recreational truck accessories, Mountain Land Truck Outfitters has got what you need. Flatbeds, spray and bed liners, lifts and leveling kits, wheels and tires. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters proudly uses a brand you know and trust. And with our experienced, knowledgeable, and friendly staff, your visit here will be informative and enjoyable. Stop into our convenient location in Provo at 265 South 100 West, or call 801-225-4637 to get a quote for your fleet or individual truck. Mountain Land.
Every new day is a chance to be kinder to your body and your mind. U of U Health is here to help you build strength and confidence every day. Let us help you be a better you. U of U Health, official health partner for the Utah Jazz, Utah Hockey Club, Utes Athletics, and the Utah Grizzlies. Take the first step today at uofuhealth.org.
You're tied at 2 with 13:35 left in the second period. Oilers have outshot the Grizzlies 5-2 in the second period, and Tulsa holds a slight 21-19 edge in the shot count. Both teams are Utah to 2-1 lead in the first period. Utah scored 2 unanswered. It was interrupted by Mike McKee, who scored 2:49 into the second period as he redirected a shot. Might have been Olivier Dame-Malka who fired the shot, getting the main assist. Josh Nelson also picked up an assist. Draw's going to come back towards Vinny Duplessis as the Grizzlies ice the puck. Adam Berg leads Utah with 4 shots. Machadonado, Fitz, and Lepster each have 3 shots. And Fitz has played outstanding here tonight. He had been a defenseman for 2 games, and he returned to his normal defensive position last night in the 3-2 victory against Kansas City. Tulsa wins the draw. Both teams are wearing white helmets. Grizzlies in a white jersey, black numbers, professional green trim. Step over the offensive line. Berg stops on a dime before he skated to the left corner. Now he gets up top to Dashke, directs it to his right. Cooper Jones dangling back and forth, throws it across. Pass goes tape to Lepster. Lepster spins around, gets up top to Dashke. He'll direct it back towards Jones. He feeds it towards the middle of the ice for Gallant. Puck lifts and struck, gloved and dropped by Dashke. Gets to Gallant down the middle of the ice. He'll take a righty shot. Saved by Boyko, as Adam Berg and an Oiler get physical out in front of the net. Berg had the audacity to stand in front of the goaltender and look for a dirty, greasy goal, and Olivier Dame-Malka took offense as Malka battled with Berg after the whistle. 12:55 left in the second, and really we saw it when Chad Hillebrand was a member of the Grizzlies for a couple weeks, his willingness to just get down and dirty in front of the net. And with Hillebrand back up in the AHL with the Colorado Eagles, guys like Mick Messner and Adam Berg have really taken the onus of getting out in front of the net looking for redirections. They show a replay of Malka yanking Berg's jersey. Berg just held his ground as Malka, I guess, got offended that Berg was out in front of the net. As he says, if you want to get out in this part of the ice, you're going to have to pay a price. And Berg did so after the whistle. Grizzlies have it behind the net. Wrap around. Manning's shot is blocked away by Boyko. Puck towards the left corner. As Cooper Jones battles as Wood in the area. Wood gets the puck as he jumped around 2 Oilers. He'll drop it out left point. Grizzlies trying to get it back towards Wood. Wood collects the puck As he'll skate towards the left point. Now skates towards his right. Wood skates down the middle, right side. Righty shot, saved by Malka. Rebound shot, saved by Boyko again. Malka was in the area once again for Tulsa. Oilers skate in, left side. Oilers fumble the puck. They get it back, but are in no position to take a shot. Jones delivers a push. 12-10 and counting left in the second period. Oilers get bounced by either Savankov or Nicolette's. There's a collision and a huge battle over in the left corner. Was Savankov that delivered the hit. Armstrong pushes ahead towards Wood. Wood chips it across to the left wing. Grizzlies cross center ice. Manning wearing number 16 will zip it around the boards as Wood over in the area, but the Oilers get there first as Wood lifts an Oilers stick. Grizzlies get it across to Pike, left wing, lefty shot, saved by Boyko. Pike looking for his first pro goal. He played in 29 games for Colorado and had 2 assists. Grizzlies chip it up top. Matt Araujo, left point. He'll take a lefty shot, and that's blocked before it gets to Boyko. Might have gone all the way towards him. Sometimes it's tough to track what's happening out there. As Oilers out to center ice. Grizzlies back defensively. Tulsa skates down the middle. Now they'll move it over to their right. As dancing around, Andrew Lucas, Tulsa's first period goal scorer, loses the puck. Oilers now on the right wing, trying to get it back up top to Lucas. Grizzlies take it away. It's McMessner, steps over center ice, he'll dump it in. Messner gets around one Oiler. He collides with an Oiler over in the left corner, deep in the Tulsa zone. Puck goes from one corner to the other. Grizzlies deliver another hit. Utah's played a physical brand of hockey tonight. Tulsa takes it away. 2-on-2 over the offensive line. Left wing, righty shot is blocked away. Duplessis might have gotten a piece of it. Puck towards the right point. Tulsa fires a righty shot towards the net, and it goes wide, glances off the glass, and goes out of play with 10:49 left in the second. Well, it's great to see the Grizzlies playing a physical brand of hockey here tonight. That's the same brand of hockey they played last night against Kansas City. And I wonder if one of the things they were talking about is winning those 50-50 pucks. You know, we talked about Berg a couple minutes ago out in front of the net. Malka taking offense, but hey, if you're the Grizzlies, you know, there's a price to be paid to win that real estate, to win those battles on the boards, to get out in front of the net, to act as a screen, act as a distraction to the opposing goaltender. And it's great to see the Grizzlies over the last couple games be willing to pay that price to get in those scoring areas, to win those 50-50 pucks. Utah's done an outstanding job with it. Grizzlies dump it in, no icing on the play. Fitz spins around to avoid a check. And now the Oilers get the puck back. Grizzlies skate from right to left during the period. Nicolette's delivers a blow along the near boards. Grizzlies re-enter right wing as Fitz dances around. Fitz played an outstanding game so far, trying to get towards upper. Puck bounces towards the end boards. Dashke gets it. He's in the high slot, shuffles. Now he gets to his right as Cooper Jones gets it back towards Fitz. Fitz will wing it around to upper, who lets it go to the left corner. Nicolette's cycles it back to upper behind Tulsa's net. Upper tried to skate towards his left. He gets it poked away by Tulsa as the puck goes back towards a collision with Dashke and Tulsa's Michael Farron. Now the Oilers get the puck. They'll skate around their net, and they'll sky it into the Grizzlies zone. Lincoln Earn has a glance off his stick. Tulsa down the middle of the ice looking for a shot. They couldn't get it off. Earn delivered a pretty good blow. Grizzlies skate towards the left wing. Lefty shot goes wide as Earn was coming off the ice. Puck to neutral ice. As Jones will flip it ahead, looking for Dashke. It goes wide of the mark. Tulsa long-range feed connects. They enter the Grizzlies zone. Puck behind Utah's net, 2-on-2 battle. As Ladigan over there with Lebster. Lebster gets the puck, and he'll race out to center ice. Lebster flies into the offensive zone, gets to the left side, looking for a backhand shot. Didn't get much of one off. Now Lebster throws to the middle of the ice for Berg. He'll take a lefty shot. Saved by Boyko. And he holds on with 9:23 left in the second. But Reed Lebster is able to create his own scoring chance out of nothing, utilizing his underrated speed. And the Grizzlies will have enough offensive zone draw. 9:23 is the time remaining left in the second period. And we're tied at 2. This is the Utah Grizzlies Hockey Network.
When you buy tires at Les Schwab, you're getting more than just tires. You're getting America's best tire warranty, 60-day satisfaction guarantee, no hassle road hazard protection, and free maintenance for the life of your tires. So if something happens to your tire on the road, we'll fix it, or we'll replace it, no questions asked. Other places make you pay extra for that kind of protection, but at Les Schwab, it's included with every set of tires, because more warranty means less worry, and nobody stands by their tires like Les Schwab. Get more from Les.
We're tied at 2 halfway through the scheduled 60-minute affair. If you joined us late, Tulsa took a 1-0 lead as Andrew Lucas scored 3:27 in with Anthony Costantini and Sean Olson getting the assists. Grizzlies tied it up 5:19 into the first. Reed Webster picked up his 16th of the year. Cole Gallant and Adam Burr got the assists. The Tulsa goaltender Talon Boyko misplayed the puck behind his net, threw a blind pass, was intercepted by Dylan Fitz, and Fitz on a tough angle was able to fire it past the goal line before Boyko recovered. Utah led 2-1 after 2 periods. Mike McKee tied it up for Tulsa as he scored 2:49 into the second as he redirected an Olivier Dame-Malka shot. Josh Nelson also picked up an assist. Grizzlies have outshot the Oilers 9-5 in the second period, and Utah has a 26-21 edge in the shot count. Oilers have the puck in the offensive zone. 9:09 on a moving clock as Utah. Reed Webster gets bounced along the boards near the Oilers bench. Webster lets it go past him as Jones will clear it back to center ice and goes beyond into the Oilers zone. Utah racing after it. Tulsa gets there astride in front of a Grizzly. Utah over to the left wing. Dashke skates towards the corner as he gets pinned to the wall. Taking it away is Tulsa as Olivier Dame-Malka will kick it off a Gallant. Puck ricochets towards the left wing. Tulsa steps over the offensive line. Grizzlies back defensively. Tulsa rolls it in deep as now it's the left wing. Duplessis looks over his right shoulder. Puck goes up top now across to Lucas, right side. His shot is blocked about 5 feet in front of Duplessis. We get a whistle, and Oiler went flying as Lucas's shot was coming towards the net, and I think Utah is going to pick up a penalty. And yeah, going to the penalty box is Derek Dashke. It looks like it's going to be a Tulsa power play. Let's see if we can get the referee's signal. Looks like cross-checking is going to be the call as Derek Dashke is out in front of his own net. Lucas took the shot, and then we saw an Oiler go flying, and it looked like Dashke got called for a cross-check on that particular play. So it's going to be Tulsa's second power play of the contest. Both teams are 0 for 1 so far. 8 minutes and 30 seconds are left in the second period. We're tied at 2 as Dashke's in the box. As puck goes to the right side. And now Utah takes it away. Grizzlies have 5 shorthanded goals this season, including 1 last night. Utah will flip it in. Boyko behind his net. Will throw it towards the near side, although it looked like kind of another blind pass by Boyko. As the Oilers skate from left to right. And now the Oilers are into the offensive zone. Right corner, a Grizzly goes down. As Tulsa dances around. They're over on the right side. Tulsa shoulder fakes. Connor Roulette wearing number 34 has the puck. He'll feed it up top. Now back towards Roulette. Right circle, take a lefty shot, and he didn't get all of it. He was hoping for a redirection out in front, but the puck went nowhere near the net. Now left wing, Roulette skates around Utah's net. Now he reverses field back towards the left corner as Tulsa feeds up top. We believe that's Dougie Legrone skating towards the left circle. Now he's near the corner as he surveys. Legrone dances around. He played in 1 game for the Grizzlies to start his pro career in the 2018-2019 season. He'll feed it up top. Oilers get it back to the right wing now to the high slot. Back to the right side as 2 players play catch. Now back to the high slot. Over towards Legrone. One-timer and a score. Tulsa gets a power play goal. It's actually Andrew Lucas over there. Lucas appears to pick up his second of the game. Now they say it got redirected, and the goal looks to be Justin McAlien. McAlien was out in front of the net, and he redirected the Andrew Lucas shot. And so Justin McAlien gets his 11th of the year. Lucas will pick up one of the 2 Oilers assists. It's a power play goal with 7:18 left in the second, and the Oilers line up the scoreboard to take a 3-2 lead. We talked about that action in front of the net. Grizzlies have done a good job disrupting opposing goaltenders, and on this occasion, it was McAlien out in front of the crease redirecting the Andrew Lucas shot. So we're back to skating 5-on-5. Tulsa's now 1 for 2 on the power play. Armstrong dumps it in. Puck is wheeled towards the far side. Tulsa will race out to center ice as we have 7:04 on a moving clock, second period. And looks like shot ended up going wide, or Duplessis made the save. Faceoff's going to come back to center ice as our camera operator did a terrible job moving his camera towards his right. We don't know what happened, but faceoff's going to be at center ice. Manning will take the drive. He's got Armstrong to his left and Wood to his right. As Tulsa leads 3-2 in the first of 2 straight over at BOK Center. Oilers win the draw. They get out to center ice. Matt Arujo cuts off an Oiler at center ice. Oilers skate around Utah's net as Tulsa skates towards the left point. Oilers fire towards the net. A stick goes flying. Now Tulsa is able to keep it in. It glanced off a stick. Armstrong gets the puck. Transition game. Grizzlies 2-on-2. Armstrong over the offensive line, drops it. Manning trying to find a cutting Armstrong out in front of the net. Puck went all the way towards Boyko. Now right side, Tulsa will clear it all the way to center ice. Cooper Jones challenges an Oiler. As the Grizzlies have it at center ice, Wood will feed it across. It's picked off by Tulsa. As getting across center ice, dumping it in, appeared to be McAlien, who scored the goal for Tulsa. Now Utah comes back the other way. Wood over the offensive line, stops the point. He'll zip it across. As Cooper Jones will feather it across off the left wing boards. Wood gets it. And now he'll move it out to the right side. Shot saved by Boyko. Oilers get the rebound, they'll race out to center ice. Nicolette's in the area. Grizzlies rink-wide feed. It's picked off at center ice. Tulsa skates in. High slot. Lefty shot. Goes wide. Out of play as it appears to go off the protective netting. 5:54 is the time remaining in the second period. Justin McAlien scored his 11th of the season on a power play redirecting an Andrew Lucas shot. And the score is the Oilers 3 and the Grizzlies 2.
Since 1939, America First has helped people start businesses, buy homes and cars, and achieve their financial goals. Today, our top priority is still the financial success of you and your family, which is why we're giving new members $100 when they sign up for a basic savings and checking account, and another $100 when they upgrade to premium checking and enroll in and use direct deposit. So head to AmericaFirst.com today and join the credit union that always puts its members first.
Thanks to Les Schwab Tires, I'm a confident backseat driver, but Mom's a little stressed about spending. Remember, breathe in. Now watch your speed and breathe out. Good. Even though we're watching our wallets, Les Schwab is still watching out for our safety. So turn here.
Help keep drivers and backseat drivers safe with Les Schwab Tires.
See, Tulsa Oilers 3, Utah Grizzlies 2. The power play goal was scored by Justin McAlien, 12:42 into the second period, with Andrew Lucas and Connor Roulette getting the assists. Draws give me the Grizzlies zone. Utah has outshot Tulsa 10-7 in the second period. The Grizzlies have a 27-23 edge in the shot count. So both teams are getting the chances and the shots that they want here in the first 40 minutes of play. Puck goes out to center ice after the Grizzlies win the face-off. As Grizzlies, well, somebody has it in the Grizzlies zone. Utah will ice it. Tulsa wants icing to be called, and it looks like the officials maybe agree. Boy, we didn't really get to see much there, as it looks like the camera operator is out to lunch. I'm going to sue this camera operator for everything he owns. Draw is going to be Oilers territory neutral ice. Aragon's out there in company. Aaron Aragon has 5 goals and 4 assists this season. I think he probably should get an assist on the Lincoln Earn goal that was scored in the second period on Friday night. Looked like he touched the puck before Earn was able to clear it out. And Earn obviously scored the goal from 160 feet away as puck bounced off LaFontaine, sticking to the back of his own net. Tulsa left point, fires towards the net, and it goes wide. Now the Oilers dance around to the offensive zone. They'll feather it up top as Lucas will move it across. His defensive partner tonight's Anthony Cosentini. Puck goes deep in the Grizzlies zone. Now behind the net, looking for a wraparound shot saved by Duplessis. Grizzlies come back the other way. Asher Donato crosses center ice, and he'll skip it in. Puck bounces off the left corner boards on 2 hops of the ice. Aragon chases after it. Tulsa gets their first neutral zone. Oilers will sky it in. Garrett Pike chases after it. He'll get it across to Matt Araujo, who's Pike's playing partner tonight. Arm is raised by the referee. There's a penalty, and I believe it's going to be on the Oilers as Duplessis skates towards the bench. As Grizzlies get to neutral ice, Utah crosses center. Somebody dumps it in. Berg to the left corner, skates around Tulsa's net. As the Oilers finally touch up the puck, the whistle blows with 4:34 left in the second. And so Utah will get their second power play of the night. They were 0 for 1 in the first period. And Utah, well, they're certainly due to get a power play goal after all. They are 0 for on the power play since February 17th. Last power play goal the Grizzlies had was Dashke's game winner in overtime on February 15th on fishing night. Utah was 0 for 4 last night. And Utah, over their last 6 games, is 0 for 16, 0 for 1 tonight. So they are 0 for their last 17 on the power play. Manning will take the draw. He's out there with Berg and Wood. Utah wins the faceoff. Garrett Pike has the puck. He's on the left side. He'll wing it out to his right as Gallant gets it back towards Pike, who pedals towards the high slot. Pike now gets it back to, we believe, Gallant, who fires the righty shot. Saved by Boyko. He thought about covering it up. Couldn't. Grizzlies throw it back up top. Gallant to Pike. He's in the high slot. He'll slide it to his left for Wood. Back to Pike, who fakes a one-timer. He'll collect it. He'll get it back to Wood just outside the left circle. Back to Pike, who fakes a one-timer. He'll get it to his right. Gallant back to Pike. Over to Wood. One-timer. And a score! Briley Wood gets his 17th of the year, and the Grizzlies tie it up at 3. That's Wood's 5th power play goal of the season. Berg was out in front of the crease, but Berg didn't get a piece of it. It's Briley Wood on a one-timer, as he now has a goal in 3 of his last 4 games. And so both teams have a power play goal, and for the Grizzlies, they snap an 0 for 17 power play slump as Briley Wood just fired one high over the left shoulder of Talon Boyko. And Wood, who's been one of the best scoring rookies in the league, does it again. So without Neil Shea in the lineup, you knew the other guys had to step up and score goals. And Briley Wood raised his stick and said, let me be the guy to lead the team. And now Briley Wood has 17 on the season, which ranks tied for second. It was ranked second on the club. Wood had been tied with Reed Lebster for just over a period as Lebster picked up his 16th goal in the first period tonight. As now deep in the Grizzlies zone, we're tied at 3. We're skating 5-on-5 as both teams have a power play goal in the second period. Both teams are 1 for 2 on the power play tonight. Tulsa throws to the right circle. They're in the offensive zone now back up top. They'll slide it towards Dave Malka on the left side, back to the high slot. Righty shot is kicked away. Rebound towards the near wing wall. Grizzlies hustle after it. Utah will spin it ahead as now Craig Armstrong, and he gets belted along the left corner as he was skating towards the corner and got belted along the boards. Oilers will spin it out to center ice. Tulsa rolls it to the left circle as Tulsa skates in. Lefty shot saved by Duplessis. Tulsa behind the net tries to split a quadruple team to Connor Roulette. Grizzlies come back up with it. Armstrong gets hit in the right side. Armstrong steps over the offensive line, spins around Mike McKee, but McKee takes the puck away. Oilers cross center ice. Less than 3 minutes left in the second period. Puck is dumped in. Duplessis behind his net will roll it to the right side. Grizzlies will race out to neutralize. An Oiler drags down a Grizzly who is skating towards the center red line. Tulsa dumps it back in. As Grizzlies behind the net turn it over. Tulsa to the right corner gets pushed along the glass by a Grizzly defenseman. We believe it's Lincoln Earn. Now puck towards the left wing. As Tulsa continues their battle, Grizzlies continue to play physical. Utah gets the puck. They'll carry it out to center ice. Dylan Fitz will dump one on towards Boyko. Boyko gloves it, and he stops play. Grizzlies will have an offensive zone draw with 2:29 left in the second frame. So the Briley Wood goal that tied it up was scored 15:59 into the second. Garrett Pike has now picked up an assist in 2 straight games, and Cole Gallant gets his second assist tonight. This is Gallant's second straight 2-assist game. Remember, he had 2 helpers last night in the 3-2 victory, and now Gallant has 2 assists tonight. That gives him 24 on the season, and that is his 6th multiple-point game of the year. So draws going to be in the right circle of the Oilers zone. Looks like we got another barn burner in store. Messner will take the draw, but the linesman says, let's do it again. Linesmen tonight are Riley Hickey and Chuck Schammel. Good crowd at BOK Center. Not nearly as good a crowd as what they're going to announce during the third period. Usually Oilers math is you add the number of people there and then you add 2,000. That's what they'll announce as their total attendance. Oilers get the puck across center ice. They'll move it to their right. Oilers over the offensive line. They skeet towards the right circle. Righty shot saved by Duplessis. Rebound goes to Utah as Messner will pitchfork it out to center ice, but the Oilers get it back. Tulsa right wing near center ice will dump it in. The Oilers right circle. Righty shot is blocked away by Duplessis as Grizzlies will get across center ice. Utah over the offensive line. Dashke tried to feather it towards his right. Now the Grizzlies behind Tulsa's net as Manning gets hit in the back awkwardly. Aragon holds his ground as Manning on 2 knees trying to get back to his feet, but Tulsa continues to hold on to him. And now they break free. Manning gets back to his feet as he got held up by Alec Butcher. Puck goes into the Grizzlies zone, run down by Derek Dashke. Dashke cuts in front of Duplessis towards the near side. Dashke go bouncing off of Cooper Jones. Tulsa gets it left side. Righty shot goes wide. Minute 20 and counting left in the second period. Oilers throw it to the right corner. Farron behind the net as the Oilers will spin it back up top. Left point. Somebody off the screen dumps it back in deep. Grizzlies get it ahead. It glanced off Utah's stick. Taking it's Adam Berg. He gets around one skater. Trying to get to Lebster. Pass went wide of him. Tulsa rink wide feed towards the left connects. Now the Oilers skate towards the left circle. Lefty shot goes wide. Tulsa back to the right wing as they'll drop it off. Now right circle. Tulsa feathered it across. Puck went wide. Jack Clement was the one that centered it out in front. Clement's a big 6'4", 201-pound defenseman. Now the Oilers have it in the left wing. They dump it into the corner. Cooper Jones in the area. He gets engulfed. Tulsa 34 seconds left. Trying to feed it out in front. It glanced off a Grizzlies skate. And the puck goes back to new tries. Oilers will backpedal into their own zone. Berg will come off the ice for a change. Oilers skate into the right side. Looking to cut towards the net was Lucas. He gets cut off. Now the puck hipping ups towards the right point. Oilers fire a righty shot that goes wide. 12 seconds left. Armstrong will shovel it backhand style deep into the Oilers zone. No icing. Grizzlies will make a line change. 4 seconds left on a moving clock, and it looks like the score is going to be tied at 3 after 2 periods as the horn sounds. As Utah had a 2-1 lead after 1 period of play. Mike McKee redirected a shot close to 3 minutes into the second period. That tied it up. Then the Oilers got a power play goal as Justin McAlien redirected an Andrew Lucas shot. Grizzlies got a power play of their own, and with just over 4 minutes left in the second period, it was Briley Wood getting his 17th of the year. Wood is second on the club in goals, and the assist on the Wood power play goal came to Cole Gallant, who now has 2 assists for the second straight game. And Garrett Pike now has an assist in back-to-back games. So it looks like we got a fun one in store over at BOK Center. When we come back, we will recap the first 2 periods statistically, and we're also going to go over some NHL scores. It's affiliation night over at BOK Center as the Tulsa Oilers are wearing Anaheim Ducks themed specialty jerseys. When we come back, we'll talk some hockey as we're tied at 3. It's the second straight game where the Grizzlies are tied after 2 periods. This is the Utah Grizzlies Hockey Network.
When you pay with the Nitro card at Maverick, you always save 10 cents or more on fuel every gallon, every day. And you could save a whole lot more thanks to Nitro Best Price. Pick up a Nitro card and upgrade your Adventure Club account today.
From commercial to recreational truck accessories, Mountain Land Truck Outfitters has got what you need. Flatbeds, spray and bed liners, lifts and leveling kits, wheels and tires. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters proudly uses a brand you know and trust. And with our experienced, knowledgeable, and friendly staff, your visit here will be informative and enjoyable. Stop into our convenient location in Provo at 265 South 100 West or call 801-225-4637 to get a quote for your fleet or individual truck. Mountain Land.
Every new day is a chance to be kinder to your body and your mind. U of U Health is here to help you build strength and confidence every day. Let us help you be a better you. U of U Health, official health partner for the Utah Jazz, Utah Hockey Club, Utes Athletics, and the Utah Grizzlies. Take the first step today at uofuhealth.org.
Now we're through 2 periods over at BOK Center. We got a good hockey game as we're tied at 3. Yeah, sounds like all-star monster trucks are revving up the engines here at Maverick Center. You can certainly hear them all the way from Provo. You always love those monster truck commercials, and you kind of know when the all-star monster trucks are going to be in town because you got the great commercials. I think the voice of that's actually the same guy that does the openings for Westwood One sports broadcast, a guy named David Lee. he's got one of those masterful, one-of-a-kind type of voices. It's one of those where I almost wish to do a Grizzlies commercial like that. We probably should, thinking that the Grizzlies are going to have a homestand next week as they got Chuck-a-Puck going on over at BOK Center. Just think about it. I imagine David Lee would cost a ton of money to do the voiceovers for Grizzlies commercials, so we haven't necessarily called him up, as after all, anything that involves money usually said with, met with a no, but, we're thinking about, having those sort of type of commercial. Maybe we'll try it out during the second intermission. Grizzlies hockey next week at BOK Center. 7 o'clock start for military night. Tickets start at just $12. Get your tickets for next homestand. Grizzlies will take on the Tulsa Oilers on Friday night, as well as Sunday afternoon. That's going to be March 9th. Grizzlies tonight start a string of 4 straight games against the Oilers. Well, Tulsa scored first. 3:27 in. It was Andrew Lucas getting his 5th of the year. Lucas has had quite a bit of success against Utah this season. Anthony Cosentini and Sean Olson picked up the assists. It's interesting. You think about, last night and tonight kind of having some similar parallels to each other. Quite a few parallels between both games, one of which is the Grizzlies, after the opposition scored the first goal early in the first period, Grizzlies responded with one of their own. Last night was Reed Lepster scoring about 4.5 minutes after a defenseman scored. Last night was Justin McPherson for Kansas City, and tonight it was Lucas. 3:27 in. Less than 2 minutes later, Reed Lepster scored his 16th of the year. He now has a first period goal in back-to-back games. Lepster led Utah with 7 goals in the month of February. He now has 16 goals on the season. Cole Gallant and Adam Berg picked up the assists. You talk about some of the parallels. We mentioned the Grizzlies in the first period responding with a tying goal last night and tonight. Well, there was a turnover by the opposing goaltender that turned into a goal. Last night, midway through the second period, it was Jack LaFontaine bobbling a puck into his own nets. And tonight it was a Tulsa turnover as Talon Boyko was behind his net late in the first period. He moved it to his left. I'm not sure he saw Fitz there. Threw a blind pass. Fitz picked it off. He was near the goal line, so he had a bit of a tough angle, but he was able to fire away and get it past the goal line before Boyko recovered. Fitz's goal was scored unassisted, 18-28 into the first. It gave Utah a 2-1 lead, and that's where it stood after 20 minutes of play. Early in the second period, Tulsa tied it up as Mike McKee redirected an Olivier Dame Malka shot. It was 2:49 into the second. Malka and Josh Nelson picked up the assists. Mike McKee picked up his 4th of the year, and that tied it up at 2:49 into the second. Tulsa got a power play in the second frame as Derek Dashke got a cross-checking minor. 11:30 in, and halfway through the power play, Andrew Lucas fired away from the left wing, and the shot was redirected by Justin McAlien, who scored his 11th of the year. Lucas and Connor Roulette picked up the assists. Then the Grizzlies got a power play of their own as Dougie Legron got a tripping minor, 15:26 in, and 33 seconds into the power play, it was Bradley Wood connecting on a one-timer from the left wing as he got his 17th of the year. Wood now has 5 power play goals this season, and it was great to see Utah take advantage on the power play as Wood's goal broke an 0 for 17 stretch, as Grizzlies had not scored a power play goal since Dashke's overtime game winner 2 weeks ago, and that was on fishing night, and that was 5:03 into overtime. Grizzlies came away with a 6-5 victory. Wood's power play goal turned out to be his 17th overall this season. He is second on the club. Neil Shea, who's out of the Grizzlies lineup tonight, leads away with 19 goals on the season. Garrett Pike picked up the main assists. He now has an assist in back-to-back games. And Cole Gallant got his second assist of the night. Gallant now has 2 assists in each of his last 2 games. 2 assists last night and another 2 here this evening, as Gallant now has 24 assists on the season, and he now has 6 multiple-point games on the year. Both teams are 1 for 2 on the power play. Both teams are pretty close to even in the shot count. Utah had 17 shots in the first, 12 in the second, and through 2 periods, they have 29, which is pretty close to their season average. Utah averages 31.3 shots per game. Tulsa leads the league in shots per game at 36.4 on the year. They had 16 shots in the first period and 9 in the second, so they're up to 25 shots. So the Oilers are actually pretty close to their pace in terms of shots per game. Unfortunately, we don't have the stats of scoring chances through 2 periods. It would be interesting to see what the off-ice officials had to say as to who's getting the more and better scoring chances among the two clubs. I got to say, Vinny Duplessis holding his own for the Grizzlies. He has kept Utah in the game as he has saved 22 of 25. For Tulsa, Talon Boyko has saved 26 of 29. Who's been aggressive in the shot count for the Grizzlies? Dylan Fitz and Adam Berg each lead the way with 5 shots. Fitz has been particularly active tonight. He's had a couple really good looks for the Grizzlies, and he's playing strong along the boards as well. As Fitz has played a good game. Adam Berg, 5 shots. We had mentioned in the second period, Olivier Malka about halfway through the second period was trying to yank Berg's jersey off of him. Adam Berg has done a good job trying to win that real estate out in front of the net, as he is certainly paying the price to get in front of the net and trying to get one of those dirty, greasy rebounds or redirections. Berg has played a strong game for the Grizzlies tonight. And really, it seems like over the last month, since Chad Hillebrand got called up to the AHL, guys like Adam Berg have really stepped forward and taken a responsibility of getting some action and causing chaos in front of the net. Bradley Wood has 1 goal on 4 shots for Utah. Keaton Mastrodonado, as well as Reed Lobster and Cole Gallant, each have 3 shots. And those are the shot leaders for the Grizzlies. For Tulsa, Alec Butcher leads their club with 4 shots. Michael Farron and Olivier Malka each have 3 shots. The goal scorers for Tulsa, Mike McKee has 1 goal on 2 shots. Andrew Lucas has 1 goal and 1 assist. He's also taken 2 shots. Justin McAlien, who redirected the Lucas shot for the power play goal, 12:42 into the second period. He only has 1 shot, and that was obviously his redirection that turned into his 11th goal of the year. So looks like we got another close one, and for the Grizzlies, you wouldn't have it any other way. Grizzlies, in 7 of their last 15 games, have gone past regulation, and 10 of their last 16 games have been decided by 1 goal. So, it could be possible that we're going to get another 1 or maybe 2-goal game, with a 2-goal margin, with the second goal being an empty netter. For the Grizzlies, they have had a lot of success on Saturdays this season. Hard to really explain, but Utah is 10-7 on Saturdays this season. During the pregame report, we recapped the month of February. Grizzlies in 3 straight Saturdays in February scored overtime game winners. On February 1st and February 8th, it was Neil Shea acting as the hero. Remember, February 8th in Tulsa, he scored 7 seconds into overtime. On fishing night on February 15th, it was Derek Dashke who scored the overtime game winner. Grizzlies went 3-1 on Saturdays in the month of February, with all 4 games being decided by 1 goal. So looks like we got another barn burner in store. It's the first of 2 straight over at BOK Center, but it's the first of 4 straight against the Tulsa Oilers. Tonight, as well as tomorrow afternoon at 2 o'clock at BOK Center. And then the scene shifts to Maverick Center. After 4 days off, Grizzlies will face Tulsa on Friday night. It's going to be military night, and we're certainly going to be honoring the military throughout the broadcast and throughout Maverick Center, with a lot of fun stuff happening in and around the arena. And so that should be a ton of fun. Military Night is presented by Mountain Land Supply Company. The Grizzlies, I believe, are going to be wearing specialty jerseys for the occasion. And then both teams will be off on Saturday, as there's a concert that's taken over the building. Sunday, March 9th, will be a 3 o'clock start. And with that, you can take advantage of the $12 AFCU Friday special for a Sunday. And remember, Sunday also includes a post-game skate. You can get a family 4-pack of tickets for just $48. So a lot of fun stuff happening next week at Maverick Center, as the Tulsa Oilers will make their 1 visit to the West Valley area this season, as Utah unfortunately has 6 road games in Tulsa this year, which means 6 rivalry games between me and the camera operators. Hey, maybe next week we'll get some revenge on Zach Reynolds, who's the Tulsa broadcaster. Unfortunately, he has to endure remote broadcasts as well. We'll see if we can get back at him next week when the Grizzlies are taking on the Oilers at BOK Center. When we come back, we'll go over some NHL scores. I just heard that Liam O'Brien got in a fight for the Utah Hockey Club. We'll go over that score and the other NHL scores, and we'll have third period action along the way as well. We have a good one over at BOK Center. It's the Grizzlies 3 and the Oilers 3. This is the Utah Grizzlies Hockey Network.
When you buy tires at Les Schwab, you're getting more than just tires. You're getting America's best tire warranty, 60-day satisfaction guarantee, no hassle road hazard protection, and free maintenance for the life of your tires. So if something happens to your tire on the road, we'll fix it, or we'll replace it, no questions asked. Other places make you pay extra for that kind of protection. But at Les Schwab, it's included with every set of tires, because more warranty means less worry, and nobody stands by their tires like Les Schwab. Get more from less.
After one period over at Delta Center, the New Jersey Devils have a 1-0 lead over the Utah Hockey Club. Nico Hischier scored his 25th of the year. Luke Hughes picked up his 21st assist. Time of that goal is 9:34 into the first period. Devils outshot Utah 9-7 in the first period. Liam O'Brien, I believe, got in a fight in the first period. Spicy Tuna dropped the gloves, and according to social media, Liam O'Brien got the better of the New Jersey Devils skater, and so that was late in the first period. And we'll see if Utah's got a comeback in them. Looks like the Hockey Club will be on the power play for the first 12 seconds of the second period. Devils have outshot Utah 9-7 through one period, and after one, Devils have a 1-0 lead. Other games in progress. Late third period, Canadians lead the Sabres 4-2 as Montreal has scored two unanswered third period goals. Alex Newhook and Jake Evans each tallied third period goals for the Canadians. Looks like they're going to come away with a 4-2 victory. Late third frame, Senators lead the Sharks 5-3. Sharks have outshot the Senators 37-32, but it's the Senators are going to come away with a 2-goal victory. Currently in a shootout, Flyers and Jets are tied at 1. After two periods, Blues lead the Kings 3-1. Getting underway in about 10 minutes from now, Blackhawks are at the Ducks and the Canucks are at the Seattle Kraken. Finals across the National Hockey League. Islanders defeat the Predators 7-4. Lightning get a 3-1 victory over the Capitals, but Washington's lone goal was scored by Alex Ovechkin, who inches ever more slowly and closely towards Wayne Gretzky's all-time total, as Alex Ovechkin, I believe, picked up goal number 884 in the 3-1 loss to the Lightning. Panthers get a shutout from Sergei Bobrovsky. He stopped all 23 Calgary Flames shots. Panthers over the Kings 3-0. Bruins get a 3-2 victory over the Pittsburgh Penguins. In the Stadium Series, Blue Jackets defeat the Red Wings 5-3. And the Senators game against the Sharks, that game has just gone final with the Senators winning 5-3. Get excited, Sid Kanaswich. The Oilers get a 3-1 victory over the Hurricanes. No goals for Connor McDavid, but Evan Bouchard scored a power play empty netter with 1 second left in regulation. Corey Perry and Adam Henrique added goals for the Oilers. Sebastian Aho scored the only goal for Carolina. It was a power play tally, 4:26 into the second period. Flyers did get a 2-1 shootout victory over the Jets. That game just barely went final as the Flyers pick up the extra standing point. They win in a shootout 2-1. When we come back, we will have third period action as Grizzlies and Oilers are tied at 3. This is the Utah Grizzlies Hockey Network.
Maverick's new bean-to-cup machines always deliver a freshly ground cup of coffee on demand, so you can enjoy any of our premium roasts at their best, day or night, hot or iced. Enjoy a fresh cup today.
Thanks to Les Schwab tires, I'm a confident backseat driver, but Mom's a little stressed about spending. Remember, breathe in. Now watch your speed and breathe out. Good. Even though we're watching our wallets, Les Schwab is still watching out for our safety. So turn here.
Help keep drivers and backseat drivers safe with Les Schwab tires.
From commercial to recreational truck accessories, Mountain Land Truck Outfitters has got what you need. Flatbeds, spray and bed liners, lifts and leveling kits, wheels and tires. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters proudly uses a brand you know and trust. And with our experienced, knowledgeable, and friendly staff, your visit here will be informative and enjoyable. Stop into our convenient location in Provo at 265 South 100 West or call 801-225-4637 to get a quote for your fleet or individual truck. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters.
We're about set for third period action over at BOK Center. Looks like we got another close one in store. Utah is looking to extend their winning streak to 2 tonight as they take on Tulsa. Oilers, it's a big game for them in the Mountain Division standings. Right now, they have a slim lead for second place in the Mountain Division with 68 standings points. Oilers are 5-3-1-1 over their last 10 games. They've won 2 in a row. Last night, both Tulsa and Utah picked up 3-2 road victories. Tulsa won 3-2 at Wichita, and the Grizzlies got a 3-2 victory over Kansas City, and that win ended an 11-game home winning streak for the Mavericks. 20 minutes are put on the scoreboard clock over at BOK Center, and do be patient with me. Unfortunately, we are at the mercy of the video feed over at BOK Center, and it leaves a lot to be desired. Grizzlies win the draw. They skate from left to right here in the period. Cooper Jones rolls one on to Boyko, and Boyko makes a stop and holds on 9 seconds into the third period. So Grizzlies will get an offensive zone draw. Mick Messner is on the ice to start the third period with Aaron Aragon and Keaton Mastrodonato. The defensive pairing to start the third period is Cooper Jones and Derek Dashke. Messner has 14 goals and 18 assists in 54 games this season. He will take the draw. Trivia question is coming up during the next whistle as Tulsa crosses center ice with the puck after winning the draw. Mastrodonato left wing lets it go past him. Messner in the area as the Oilers will move it out to the left wing. Tulsa over the offensive line. They'll dump it in. Duplessis stays in front of his net. Euler gets there about one stride ahead of Dashke. As over to the right wing, Tulsa feeds it across. Left wing, Bridie's shot is blocked away by Duplessis as Utah takes it away. Grizzlies trying to get it towards Aragon, glanced off a stick. And Utah over the offensive line, left wing, Bridie's shot. That one's blocked away. Shot was taken by Keaton Mastrodonato. He'll flip it up top now across, right side to Aragon. He'll move it back across. Somebody off the screen has it. Righty shot. That one's blocked away. Actually, it was Dashke, so it couldn't have been a righty shot. At least he was at the point. Tulsa races in. Right wing, lefty shot, saved by Duplessis. Then he holds on a minute 4 into the third period. As Duplessis made the stop, he came into the third period, having saved 24 of 27. So draws give me the Grizzlies zone. Both teams are 1 for 2 on the power play. We're skating 5-on-5. Draws in the right circle. Cole Gallant, who's got 2 assists tonight, will crouch down. He has 4 assists on this road trip, and it's only game 3 of the road trip. As Tulsa wins the draw, and they fire it wide. As Grizzlies will toss it ahead. Utah over in the attack line. Adam Berg gets pinned towards the right corner boards. Reed Lebster gets the puck. He's got a goal in back-to-back games. He'll feather it up top. Left side. Shot and a score! A lot of traffic out in front of the net as the Grizzlies take a 4-3 lead. It looks like skating first to the bench is Cole Gallant. Gallant was out there with Berg and Lebster, and it appears that Cole Gallant has gotten his 6th of the year. Boy, shot was taken from the left point. There was some action and traffic out in front. I'm not sure if we're going to get to see a replay. I think we'd love to, as we didn't get a really good look at it live. But the Grizzlies lined it up here to start the third period as the forward line of Cole Gallant, Adam Berg, and Reed Lebster do it again. Second time tonight that forward combination has combined for a goal. Tulsa dumps it in. Dashke moves it out to center ice looking for Armstrong. Got redirected by a Tulsa stick. Lincoln Erm slices ahead. Right side pass goes wide of Craig Armstrong. As the Oilers get out to center ice in their bright orange jerseys, they dump it in. Vinny Duplessis behind his net will push it towards the far corner as Dashke moves it out to center ice. Wood chasing after it. Oilers will throw it back deeper in their own zone, and Oiler crashes behind his own net awkwardly, and he gets up to his feet slowly. Wood gets it to Luke Manning, who skates towards left point. Now he gets pinned to the boards. Manning keeps his feet moving, skates towards the left side, trying to throw it into traffic out in front of the net. Puck lands off a stick. Left wing, Grizzlies thought about throwing in front of the net, but there was too much traffic out in front of Boyko. Puck lifts high into the air and somehow ricochets out of play with 17:43 left in the third. Looks like Cole Gallant, according to the ECHL box score on the ECHL app, scored his 6th of the year. Gallant now has 3 points tonight, 1 goal and 2 assists. Matt Arujo and Garrett Pike each picked up an assist. So Pike now has 2 assists. It's his first multiple-point game as a Grizzly. I think it might be his first multiple-point game as a pro. Arujo now has a point in back-to-back games for Utah. He scored the game-winning goal, 4:59, with 4:59 left in the third period last night. And Arujo picks up an assist on the Gallant goal, which was scored a minute 23 into the third. And so Utah skates towards a corner deep in the Oilers zone. Arm is raised by the referee as we get a whistle. It looks like we got a penalty. It looks like it might be on Tulsa. As an Oiler skates slowly towards the penalty box. Unfortunately, we don't see what the referee's signal is on the penalty, but it's going to be a Grizzlies power play with 17:29 left in the third period. Briley Wood's already got a power play goal tonight. He talks things over with Luke Manning, who will take the face-off. Adam Berg is also out there. Watch out for Berge out in front of Talon Boyko, the Tulsa goaltender. Draw one by the Grizzlies as Garrett Pike gets it towards Wood just outside the left circle. Back up top for Pike, who's got 2 assists tonight, across to Gallant, who should be the number 1 star this evening. Over to Pike, dancing around the high slot. Over to Gallant, right wing. He'll feed it to the right corner as Grizzlies get it back towards Pike. Over to Wood. One-timer, saved by Boyko. He holds on. Berg was out in front trying to redirect it. Gallant was cutting as well. Boyko held on. 17:10 left in the third. Grizzlies will have an offensive zone draw in the left circle. Looks like the Grizzlies rearranged their power play units as Manning's taking the draw. A lot of times we've seen Mick Messner take faceoffs for the Grizzlies. So it looks like Utah has switched things up in terms of the personnel that they have on their top power play units. Tulsa wins the draw. They'll bounce it towards the point, and Tulsa will one-hand it deep into the Grizzlies zone. Gallant with great speed runs it down. He'll move it to his left as the Grizzlies down the middle of the ice. Get it towards Gallant. Right wing, steps over the offensive line, trying to get towards Wood. Wood gets it as 2 Oilers were jabbing after it. Wood gets it across to Berg. He's on the left side over to Pike. One-timer. And that one goes wide. Boyko didn't see. Redirection shot to score. Luke Manning gets his 8th of the year. It's the Grizzlies' second power play goal of the night. And Utah gets some much-needed insurance. It's now a 5-3 game. Pike was in the high slot. They teed it up for him. He fired a missile off the end boards. Puck hippity-hopped. And Manning towards the net. He was nearby Mike McKee. Manning jabbed the puck over Boyko as Luke Manning gets a power play goal. Pike should get an assist. That would be his 3rd helper of the night as Utah takes a 5-3 lead with 16:44 left in the third. So we talked about maybe the Grizzlies making some adjustments personnel-wise on the power play, and it's paid off here tonight. Grizzlies dump it in. Boyko behind his net. He'll guide it towards his left, towards the near wing boards, which is more on the right wing. McMaster gets the puck, skates towards the right side. He gets tripped up, and apparently there was no call. Tulsa comes back the other way, trailing 5-3. Oilers right wing, they drive it in, and shot goes wide. It deflects out of play. 16:22 is left in the third. The draw looks like it might come back to new tries. Luke Manning picked up the goal, 3:16 into the third, his 8th goal of the season. Garrett Pike and Adam Berg got the assists. So Pike now has 3 assists tonight. Berg has 2 assists and a +2 rating. Obviously, the power play doesn't help the plus-minus. He's taken 5 shots. Berg's played a great game. As Utah has 5 on Talon Boyko, as Grizz have a 5-3 lead. Tulsa bounces it deep into the Grizzlies zone near corner. Grizzlies cycle it back out to new tries. Messner drops it for Masher Donato, races towards the middle of the ice. Take a righty shot, saved by Boyko. Actually, looks like Tulsa has made a goaltender change as Boyko I'm not sure if that was Boyko or if it was another goalie. It looked like a goalie that wasn't nearly as big as Boyko. You can usually tell with the 6'7" frame. We'll have to check to see if it's Boyko or if they made a goaltender switch after the goal that Manning scored in the power play. Grizzlies moving out to neutral ice. Tulsa will slice it back in. Duplessis cuts it off behind his net. Vinny's looking for his 4th victory of the season. As puck towards the far side, Grizzlies chipping out to center ice. Pass goes tape to tape for Fitz. He's taken 5 shots tonight. Fitz in the left wing will skate towards the point. Fitz dangling back and forth. Now he fires towards the net and it goes wide. Reed Lepster's in the area trying to redirect it. Pike towards Lepster. He gets spun around behind Tulsa's net. Dancing around over towards the left corner. Gallant, and he'll lose the puck as the Oilers bounce it back to center ice. Oilers skate in from the left wing. Tulsa left wing. Lefty shot. Blocker saved by Duplessis. Puck still alive. Matt Araujo will let it go towards the point, and it goes deep into the Oilers zone. Grizzlies will make a line changes. Tulsa gets the idle puck behind their goaltender, and I think that might still be Talon Boyko. He has allowed 5 goals on 33 shots. Berg in front of his net. The Oilers will guide it ahead. Almost looks like a shorter goaltender's in there for Tulsa. Might be Luke Lush, but we'll have to check in. Oilers skate in, right side, lefty shot saved by Duplessis. We played 5.5 minutes into the 3rd period. As Tulsa skates back in, left side, lefty shot by Cade McNally is saved by Duplessis. Puck bounced off his pad, and Vinny recovers and holds on with 14:22 left in the 3rd. So draws giving the Grizzlies zone. Utah has gotten goals from 5 different players, but they've got quite a few multiple point game efforts. Cole Gallant with 1 goal and 2 assists. Garrett Pike with 3 assists. Adam Berg with 2 assists. Grizzlies also have goals from Dylan Fitz and Briley Wood. Reed Lepster also has a goal. As Utah wins the draw, as trying to get it out to center ice, kept in by the Oilers. Whistle blows. And either offside or a hand pass was called with 14:17 left in the 3rd. Grizzlies have gotten it done on the power play tonight. They're 2 for 3 on the man advantage. Tulsa is 1 for 2. Attendance listed tonight at BOK Center, and I'm guessing the upper deck is absolutely packed as they announce a crowd of 11,026, 11,026. Now, you tell me, as you watch this video feed, have you seen 11,000 people in attendance? Like I said, they must have all the seats filled in the upper bowl at BOK Center. Oilers win the draw. They get towards the left circle as looked like Tyler Polson tried to shovel it towards the net. It's blocked by Erm. Right wing, Oilers trailing by 2. Throw it out in front. Slot, righty shot, saved by Duplessis. Vinny holds on. I believe Alec Butcher took the shot. Butcher about 10 feet in front of Duplessis. He has 15 goals and 14 assists this season. Duplessis played a solid game in net as Utah leads 5-3 as the Grizzlies have 3rd period goals from Cole Gallant and Luke Manning. This is the Utah Grizzlies Hockey Network.
Every new day is a chance to be kinder to your body and your mind. U of U Health is here to help you build strength and confidence every day. Let us help you be a better you. U of U Health, official health partner for the Utah Jazz, Utah Hockey Club, Utes Athletics, and the Utah Grizzlies. Take the first step today at uofuhealth.org.
When you buy tires at Les Schwab, you're getting more than just tires. You're getting America's best tire warranty, 60-day satisfaction guarantee, no hassle road hazard protection, and free maintenance for the life of your tires. So if something happens to your tire on the road, we'll fix it, or we'll replace it, no questions asked. Other places make you pay extra for that kind of protection, but at Les Schwab, it's included with every set of tires, because more warranty means less worry, and nobody stands by their tires like Les Schwab. Get more from Les.
13 minutes and 52 seconds are left in the 3rd period. Utah leads 5-3. Game was tied at 3 after 2 periods. Cole Gallant scored 123 into the 3rd with Matt Araujo and Garrett Pike getting the assist. And then Pike fired towards the net as it was teed up for him in the high slot. He fired away. It missed wide, ricocheted off the end boards. Puck kept being hopped out in front of the crease. Luke Manning got it, and he guided the puck past Talon Boyko as Manning picked up Utah's 2nd power play goal of the game. It was 3:16 into the 3rd, and Pike and Berg picked up the assists. As Tulsa wins the draw, I guess more than 11,000 is announced there at BOK Center, even though the lower bowl has been just half filled throughout the game. As over in the high slot, Oilers guide it to the right side. Tulsa fires towards the net, got redirected, missed just wide. As Tulsa's Josh Nelson, who's got 2 assists tonight, race after it. Puck goes back to neutralize. Tulsa resets. As the Oilers in bright orange Anaheim Ducks themed colors. It's affiliation night over at BOK Center. Oilers over the line, left side. Righty shot by Connor Roulette goes wide of Duplessis. The puck kind of knuckled on kind of an odd bounce. And as it kind of wobbled in the air, kind of at an odd angle. Puck towards the right corner. Jones slices up top but not out. Right side, Tulsa dance around. Lucas 1 goal and 1 assist tonight. Skates towards the right circle, skates in. Tries to get around Duplessis, gets behind the net, trying to bounce it off of Duplessis, hit the side of the net, and Vinny covers up with 12:53 left in the third. Boy, great patience by Lucas. He had the puck in the right point, just kind of slithered his way towards the net. Got around Savinkov, got around another Grizzly, but just kind of found himself in an odd angle, got behind the goal line, tried to bounce it off of Duplessis, but Vinny anticipated what was happening. He was able to cover up and make the stop. As Duplessis played a pretty solid game, he has saved 29 of 32. Draw won by the Grizzlies. They skate from left to right. Utah's looking for their third straight win against Tulsa. Utah will hike it out to center ice. Nicoletz drops it for Fitz. Back to Braden Nicoletz, who lays it on T. Lefty shot goes wide. That was taken by Tyson Upper. Was 1 goal this season. Now to the right corner. Upper gets pushed by an Oiler. 2-on-2 scrum. As Nicoletz gets physically pushed an Oiler, but Tulsa comes out with the puck. As the Oilers will spin it out to the right side near the Oiler bench. Blue line to blue line pass. Will bounce off the stick as it goes deep into the Grizzlies zone. As Matt Araujo holds on with an Oiler as he battles Justin McGalien, who scored a second period power play goal. Pike holds his ground. Pike has 3 assists tonight as Pike shows his strength as he holds up an Oiler. Scrum continues in the corner. Tulsa gets hit by Araujo. Pike in the area as now Connor Roulette will zip it around the boards. Puck goes to the left point and beyond as the Oilers couldn't keep it in. Tulsa resets back in their own zone. They escape from right to left as we attempt to see the game on Flow Sports. Grizzlies skate from left to right. Tulsa zips a home run pass over to the left side as it goes deep into the Grizzlies zone. Lincoln Earn will spin it to the right point but not out. Tulsa fires towards Duplessis. Vinny makes a kick save. Dashke rolls it to the near wall as Lepster crosses center ice. He'll bounce one, looking for Gallant to chase after it. Puck goes towards the Tulsa backboards. Gallant looking for the puck. Berg threw it up top. Puck goes out of the zone. Tulsa gets the loose puck. 1-on-2, stepping over the offensive line. They stump over in the right circle. Oilers get to the middle of the ice. Cade McNally has a glance off his stick. Boy, if he would have collected it, he would have had himself an open look in front of Duplessis. Grizzlies dumping off the far wing boards deep into the Oilers zone. Tulsa gets it back. Grizzlies retreat defensively. Utah, we imagine, will take a line change off the screen. Manning stops in front of Talon Boyko, who's still in there, as Boyko and Luke Lush are the Oilers goaltenders. Tulsa gets it out to center ice. They're challenged by Briley Wood. Oilers will now reverse to the left wing. They cross center ice. Oilers dump it in as Duplessis lets it go towards the right corner. Tulsa will cycle the puck back towards the right corner. Oilers trying to feather one out in front. It glanced off a Grizzly stick. Oilers trying to roll one back towards the right corner. Grizzlies chase after the idle puck, and they'll loft it out to center ice. Grizzlies step over the offensive line, 3-on-3. Manning gets to the right side, skates around an Oiler, looking for a shot, but he had the puck wobble off his stick, and so the Oilers come back the other way. Tulsa skates towards the left corner. Araujo delivers a hit. He's a second player to wear number 27 this season. Earlier this season, it was worn by Cade Nilsson. Araujo with a point in 2 straight games with Utah. 1 goal last night. He was the hero, scoring with 4:59 left in regulation. He has 1 assist here this evening. Oilers get it back halfway through the third period on a moving clock. Oilers skate towards the right circle looking for a centering pass. Tulsa tried to drop it off. Grizzlies defensively without active sticks roll it back to center ice. Tulsa skates back in from the right wing as they get around a Grizzly defenseman. Stop at the near goal line. Now they get it back up top. Oilers right side, righty shot, saved by Duplessis. Vinny holds on with 9:40 left in the third. Grizzlies lead 5-3. We're back in 1 minute. This is the Utah Grizzlies Hockey Network.
Since 1939, America First has helped people start businesses, buy homes and cars, and achieve their financial goals. Today, our top priority is still the financial success of you and your family, which is why we're giving new members $100 when they sign up for a basic savings and checking account, and another $100 when they upgrade to premium checking and enroll in and use direct deposit. So head to americafirst.com today and join the credit union that always puts its members first.
Minutes and 40 seconds of the time remaining. Third period. Draw's going to be in the Grizzlies zone on the right side. Vinny Duplessis has held his own. Vinny looking for his fourth victory of the season. Jake Barczewski got the win last night. Utah defeated Kansas City 3-2 as Barczewski saved 37 of 39. Cole Gallant's played an outstanding game. He has 1 goal and 2 assists. He's a +4 and has 4 shots. Off the draw, Oilers, right point, righty shots blocked. Luke Manning will race out to center ice. He'll swagger in. He'll dump it as he got bounced as he was entering the offensive zone. Grizzlies skate from left to right as we attempt to see the game on Flow Sports. Tulsa takes it away. Puck goes back to neutral ice. And now it's in the Grizzlies zone. Utah chases after it. Araujo gets the loose puck. He'll tap it across the pike. Home run pass towards the right wing. Goes wide of the mark, but the Grizzlies race after it in the right corner. Utah's in the offensive zone. Manning gets it towards Lincoln Earn. Earn try to shovel it out in front of Masher Donato. His shot's blocked away. Now left wing shot. That one's blocked as well. Grizzlies retreat defensively as Tulsa crosses center ice. Grizzlies have it back in their own end. They outlet it to center ice. Tulsa picks it off. They skate back in. Hit delivered by Lincoln Earn and company. Earn, remember, made his Grizzlies debut in Tulsa, and he got in a third-period fight in his Grizzlies debut against Michael Farron. Deep in the Grizzlies zone, Utah's Cooper Jones will tap it off the glass as Utah will race 3-on-2 over the offensive line. Gallant drops it for Berg. Back down the middle for Gallant. Backhand shot. And a score! Grizzlies score to make it 6-3. I think it's Cole Gallant's second of the night. Boy, Grizzlies quick in the transition game, as they have scored 3 unanswered third-period goals. As Berg got it down the middle for Gallant. Gallant skated in front of the crease, and the backhand attempt went past. But it wasn't Gallant. As looked like Tulsa had made the save, and Reed Lebster came in at the end, and Lebster gets his second of the game. As Gallant's shot in a backhand attempt was denied in front of the crease. Loose change out in front, and it's Reed Lebster getting his 17th of the season and second of the contest. Should be another assist for Gallant, which will be his third of the game. Grizzlies up 6-3. They attack. Fitz centers it towards Nicolette's, and that shot's blocked by an Oiler defenseman. As Utah's in the offensive zone, leading 6-3. Fitz to Nicolette's behind the net. It bounced off of his stick. Oilers will sky it out to center ice. Puck kept ops near the center ice logo. Tulsa skeets towards the left wing. Righty shot saved by Duplessis. He bobbles it for half a second, but regathers it, and he holds on with 7:59 left in the third. So Utah's looking for their third straight victory against Tulsa, and they're certainly well on their way to getting such a victory. Utah's 2-2 against the Oilers this season. Grizzlies got 2 straight wins in February in Tulsa. They got a 6-2 win on a Friday night in Tulsa. I believe that was Friday, February 7th. As looks like we got matching roughing minors. Cooper Jones going in the box for the Grizzlies, and somebody's going in for the Oilers. And then Neil Shea scored the overtime game winner. Utah won 4-3 on February 8th. So there's 7 minutes and 59 seconds left in the third. As looked like Daniil Ladigan was messing with Duplessis as he was covering up, and Cooper Jones defended his teammate. Ladigan and Jones, we believe, got matching roughing minors. I wonder if we're going to skate 4-on-4. Grizzlies have had some success in 4-on-4 situations recently. Utah does have 4 4-on-4 goals this year, and they've allowed 2. As we are skating 4-on-4 for 2 minutes, as there's less than 8 minutes set remaining in the third. Grizzlies cross center ice. over the lines. Luke Manning has already got a goal tonight. Right wing will take a lefty shot and it goes wide. Puck ricochets off the end boards. Manning gets boxed out. Tulsa will push it ahead. 2-on-2. Oilers over the offensive line. Right wing, dangling back and forth, looking for a centering pass. A bounce stop for Araujo. Araujo's out there with Dashke. As Araujo towards the end boards gets the puck, stops. He collides with an Oiler forward, and that's Justin McAlien. Puck to the right corner. Grizzlies come out with it. Utah 2-on-2. We'll get to new tries. Stepping over the lines, Dashke will drop it for Wood. Wood throws it back towards Dashke. It glanced off of Dashke's leg. Oilers come back the other way. Dashke will come off for a change. Tulsa over the offensive line. They skate towards the right wing. Manning cuts them off as Grizzlies get the puck. Less than 7 minutes left in the third. Utah crosses center ice, skating 4-on-4. As Mick Messner, the Grizzlies captain, will drop it off. He'll get to Masher Donato, who skates down the middle. He'll skate towards the right point. He'll take a righty shot that goes wide. And the puck deflects out of play with 6:47 left in the third. Grizzlies trivia question tonight. It's Grizzlies game 55 in the regular season. There are 3 players who have appeared in every game for the Grizzlies this season. And the question is, who are they? 3 Grizzlies players who haven't missed a game this season. For Tulsa, it's game 55 as well. Oilers don't have a single player who's appeared in every game this year. Doogie Legrone and Justin McAlien have played in all but 1 Tulsa games this season. 6:47 left in the third. Utah leads 6-3 as the Grizz have 3 unanswered goals in the third period. Cole Gallant 123 in, Luke Manning 316 in, and Reed Lebster 11:37 into the third. Lebster's goal was assisted by Garrett Pike and Cole Gallant. That means that Pike now has 4 assists tonight. Gallant has 1 goal and 3 assists. Oilers in the offensive zone, right side, skating around Duplessis. Wraparound shot, kick save by Duplessis as he sprawled and kicked his right pad out to deny an Oiler. 6:15 on a moving clock left in the third. Grizzlies late in the 4-on-4 as Masher Donato will race towards his left. He'll drop it to his left, looking to get back to Masher Donato in front of the net. Pass goes wide of the mark. About 6 minutes left. Tulsa, wearing white helmets and an orange jersey, will step over the offensive line. They drop it off. Left wing, lefty shot, sticked away by Duplessis. Solog Bakic took that shot. He's got 8 goals this season. Grizzlies 2-on-1. Dashke right side, take a shot, he scores! And this baby's in the refrigerator as Derek Dashke gets his 12th of the year, and the Grizzlies kick the extra standing point. As they kick the extra point, they're going to get 2 standings points tonight as Utah takes a 7-3 lead. Well, you knew Dashke was due. He's been stuck at 43 points for a while. 2-on-1 situation. Dashke just kind of skated patiently towards the right side, and he fired it past the glove of Talon Boyko. So everybody's contributed for the Grizzlies tonight, and add Derek Dashke's name to the list as he scores from the right wing to give Utah a 7-3 lead. On the Dashke goal, they've given an assist to Reed Lebster. Lebster now has 2 goals and 1 assist tonight. So it's all Utah here in the third period. It was a 3-3 tie going into the third. Utah has scored 4 unanswered. Action behind Duplessis' net. Vinny has saved 33 of 36. Big scrum behind Utah's net. Lebster looking nearby. Puck goes towards the near corner. Lebster chases after it as Tulsa takes it away. Left wing, righty shot. Saved by Duplessis. Shot was taken by, we believe, number 36, Andrew Lucas, who has 1 goal and 1 assist tonight for the Oilers. Boy, it's been all Grizzlies. What great action. It's Utah 7, Tulsa 3. We're back in 1 minute. This is the Utah Grizzlies Hockey Network.
Every new day is a chance to be kinder to your body and your mind. U of U Health is here to help you build strength and confidence every day. Let us help you be a better you. U of U Health, official health partner for the Utah Jazz, Utah Hockey Club, Utes Athletics, and the Utah Grizzlies. Take the first step today at uofuhealth.org.
When you pay with the Nitro card at Maverick, you always save 10 cents or more on fuel every gallon, every day. And you could save a whole lot more thanks to Nitro Best Price. Pick up a Nitro card and upgrade your Adventure Club account today.
Tulsa has outshot Utah 12-8 in the third period, but it doesn't matter as Utah has scored 4 goals on 8 shots here in the third period. It was a 3-3 tie heading into the third. Cole Gallant scored 123 in with Araujo and Pike getting the assist. Then Luke Manning scored an insurance power play goal, 3:16 in, as Manning got his 8th of the year. Pike and Berg with the assist. Reed Lepster made it a 6-3 game. Back to live action. Tulsa right wing shots blocked away by Duplessis. Lepster made it a 6-3 game. He scored 11:37 in with Pike and Gallant getting the assist. And then Derek Dashke on a 2-on-1 scored 14-14 in with Reed Lepster getting the assist. Lepster has 2 goals and 1 assist tonight. Less than 5 minutes left. Oilers right side. Righty shot goes wide. Tulsa throws the puck towards the left side. Grizzlies thought it was out of play. We continue. Pike in the area. He's got 4 assists tonight. Upper gets hit in the back. Pike wearing number 12 as he's behind Utah's net battling with an Oiler. Puck goes towards the right wing. Tulsa centers. They glanced off of upper stick. Matt towards the right corner as Tulsa will throw it to the left corner. Grizzlies chase after the loose puck. Grizzlies sky it out to neutralize and beyond. Oh, it's going to go out of play. Looks like delay of game might be the call. Well, I guess we have to be there to figure out where the puck ended up. But nevertheless, as difficult as this remote feed has been, we're having a good time. And the reason why we're having a good time is Grizzlies have played some dominating hockey against a really good Tulsa Oilers club. If you think about it, Tulsa right now are in second place in the Mountain Division. It actually was the delay of game penalty as Savankov gave a fan a souvenir as the lower bowl looks to be pretty empty tonight, although they've announced a crowd of 11,026, which means that just about every seat in the NHL, NBA type size arena at BOK Center, every single seat in the upper bowl must be filled to the brim. Tulsa's on the power play. It's 7-3 Grizzlies. Puck bounced off a skate. Grizzlies race out to neutralize. Mastrodonado gets towards the right side, took a righty shot, and a score! The Maestro makes it an 8-3 game as he gets his 12th of the year. It's the Grizzlies' 6th shorthanded goal this season. And with that, I think Rob Murray's going to tell Talon Boyko to take a shower as he's going to come off the ice. He's going to be replaced by Luke Lush. What a great third period for the Grizzlies, who have now scored 5 unanswered third period goals. And if you count back to Wood's second period power play goal, the Grizzlies have scored 6 unanswered. Boyko's had a tough night as he has allowed 5 goals on 9 shots here in the third period. Boyko saved 30 of 38. Looked like he was skating towards the bench, and I'm not sure if Boyko is still in there or not, as the Grizzlies lead 8-3. 8-3 was the final score on Wednesday night, with Kansas City getting the better of the Grizzlies. And I don't know what sort of pep talk or come to Jesus moment the Grizzlies had between Wednesday and Friday's game, but the Grizzlies have played some dominating hockey both last night in Kansas City as well as tonight against a good Tulsa Oilers club. Puck to the right side. Luke Manning battles as Tulsa's still on the power play as Utah leads 8-3. They now have a shorthanded goal in back-to-back games. Oilers to the left side as they're over in the point as 2 players off the screen play catch. Tulsa now to the left goal line, takes a righty shot, saved by Duplessis. Puck still alive. Grizzlies will clear it off the near wing boards, and it goes all the way back deep in the Oilers zone. Boyko is skating towards the bench. We thought that he had been pulled. Boyko must have just broken his stick, and he got a new stick from his equipment managers. Boyko's been there throughout. Oilers to the left wing enter the offensive zone as Tulsa wraps it around the boards. Lepster in the area. He's got 2 goals and 1 assist tonight. Mastrodonado's shorthanded goal right now is listed as unassisted, 15:53 in. Right wing shot saved by Duplessis. Finney holds on with 2:40 left in the third. And boy, you talk about Jake Barczewski playing a solid game last night. Well, Duplessis held his own as he has now saved 34 of 37. Grizzlies have played well in front of him. And the draw's going to be in the Grizzlies zone. Savankov's still in the box as he got a delay of game minor, 15:35 into the third. Oilers win the draw. 2.5 minutes left in the third period. Oilers right wing, righty shot saved by Duplessis. Grizzlies trying to clear it out, but it bounced off a stanchion, rolls back towards the right circle. Now up top, Oilers lefty shot. Glove saved by Duplessis. Vinny sprawled towards his left and slid and caught the puck just outside the crease. He holds on with 2:25 left in the third. Some great individual performances by the Grizzlies tonight. Garrett Pike, in his third game as a Grizzly, picks up 4 assists. Reed Lepster with 2 goals and 1 assist. Cole Gallant with 1 goal and 3 assists. Adam Berg with 2 assists. Grizzlies also have goals from Dashke, Mastrodonato, Fitz, Wood. Luke Manning picked up the power play insurance goal to make it 5-3. Oilers win the draw shot. Blocker saved by Duplessis. 2:12 and counting left in the third period. Cooper Jones battles in the right corner with an Oiler. Tulsa gets a basketball-style screen up to the right side. Now right side righty shot. And that one's blocked away. 2:04 is left in the third as the puck goes out of play as we're back to skating 5-on-5. Utah's won the special teams battle. They were 2 for 3 on the power play. Tulsa's 1 for 3. And Mastrodonato, obviously, with the shorthanded goal, 15:53 into the third period. And with the shorthanded goal, Utah now has 6 on the season. A couple of guys you knew were due for points after being left off the scoring sheet for a couple of games. Obviously, Dashke and Mastrodonato picking up the third period goals. Those are goals 7 and 8 on the game. Dashke with the Utah 7th goal and Mastrodonato with the Grizzlies' 8th tally of the night. Tulsa skates back in after the puck went to neutral ice. Less than 2 minutes left. Cooper Jones battles in the right corner. A bigger Oiler will skate towards the near side. Skating in, lefty shot saved by Duplessis. Getting the rebounds, Nicolette. So move it out to Dylan Fitz, who played a good game. Fitz tried to shovel it towards upper, but Fitz got hit and couldn't get the shot off, or the pass off. Nicolette fires towards the net, and it goes wide. As now 1:29 left in the third. And Doogie Legrone going after it. Cade McNally jumps in and punches Nicolette's in the face. As looks like one of the referees is telling McNally to take a hike. So it looked like Nicolette's was just battling with Doogie Legrone, and then McNally came in and threw a right cross on Nicolette's. So it looks like that'll be all for McNally tonight, as McNally joined in as that third man, and Legrone held in, and then just that quick right cross from McNally onto Nicolette's. And with that, one of the referees, I think that was Chris Rumble, told McNally, you're going to take an early shower. At first, McNally was going to the penalty box, but with just 1:29 left in the third period, McNally's going to head to the locker room. Well, for the second straight game, we were tied after 2 periods. And you know the old saying, you win the period, you win the game. And, well, the Grizzlies won the third period last night. They only needed 1 goal as they got a 3-2 victory tonight. Just a dominating third period output by the Grizzlies. And if you count Briley Wood's late second period goal, Grizzlies have scored 6 unanswered against what is a good Tulsa Oilers club. One of the great things about a game like this, the Grizzlies really have gotten contributions from everybody up and down the lineup. All 4 forward lines are contributing, and all 3 defensive units. You're talking about some new faces. Garrett Pike joined before Wednesday's game. Matt Araujo came over in a trade, and he's played outstanding in back-to-back games. You know, Lincoln Earns really played well. Derek Dashke's been consistent all season long, and Garrett Jones, who's been playing, or Cooper Jones. Garrett Jones is a baseball player. Cooper Jones, who's been paired up with Derek Dashke for the last couple weeks. Jones has played good hockey as well. And Dylan Svankov has also played a physical brand of hockey. Puck is dropped. I think the Grizzlies are on a power play here as there's less than 1.5 minutes left in the third period. As Grizzlies will reset deep in their own zone, skating from left to right. Utah certainly needed to step up on the power play after going 0 for 16 in their last 6 games up until tonight. Grizzlies came up with 2 big power play goals. Puck thrown to the middle of the ice, and Tulsa will move it to the right side. It goes past Cooper Jones out to neutral ice. Grizzlies will reset. As a crowd of about 11,000. That's the listed attendance over at BOK Center. As you mentioned, they do have an upper bowl over at BOK Center, and that must be filled to the brim, as the lower bowl is pretty much half full all night. Upper has the puck left side. He'll drop it off as Grizzlies are in no hurry to see if they can pick up their 9th goal of the evening. Utah, with half a minute left in the third period, gets it towards Messner up top, tees it up for Jones, who takes a righty shot that's blocked. Jones will get it back towards Luke Manning, who gets to the right goal line, back to Manning. He'll fire a lefty shot that goes high and wide. Puck glides off the left wing boards, far side, out to Neutrice. 15 seconds left, and what can you say? After getting a 3-2 win over the first-place Kansas City Mavericks last night, Grizzlies put together a dominating third-period production. 6 unanswered, starting with Briley Wood's power play goal with 4 minutes left in the second period. Time runs out, and that will do it. Grizzlies win! Grizzlies won 8-3, and there is no doubt about it. A dominating performance by the Grizzlies in the final 25 minutes of regulation. Vinny Duplessis picks up his 4th victory of the season as he saved 38 of 41. Grizzlies got 2 goals and 1 assist from Reed Webster. Cole Gallant had 1 goal and 3 assists. How about Garrett Pike? He picked up his first multiple-point game as a pro as he had 4 assists. And the Grizzlies also got goals from Derek Dashke, Keaton Mastrodonato. Dylan Fitz scored a late first-period goal. Briley Wood got the party started as he got a power play goal late in the second period. He now has 5 power play tallies on the year. Luke Manning scored a third-period insurance power play goal to give Utah a 5-3 lead. Grizzlies won the special teams battle, and despite the fact that Tulsa won the shot count 41-38, the Grizzlies put forth a whooping in the third period. 6 unanswered goals after Tulsa led 3-2 when Justin McAlien scored a power play goal 12:42 in. Grizzlies got +4 performances from Reed Webster, Adam Berg, and Cole Gallant. As Utah's top forward line tonight just dominated action, and the Grizzlies got a victory against a very good Tulsa Oilers club. They got 1 goal and 1 assist from Andrew Lucas. Utah's now won 2 in a row, and they go for the 2-game weekend series sweep on Sunday afternoon. Face-off will be at 2 o'clock in the Mountain Time Zone as Utah tonight begins a stretch of 4 games against the Tulsa Oilers. What a performance by Ryan Kanasewicz's crew, as just about everybody up and down the lineup contributed to the victory. As the Grizzlies, it's been a while since they've scored 8 goals. Last time they scored 8 or more was on Saturday, January 25th, against the Wichita Thunder. What can you say? Saturdays might just be the lucky day of the week for the Grizzlies. You know, somebody says Saturday night's all right for fighting. Well, Liam O'Brien got in a fight for the Utah Hockey Club tonight. Well, the Grizzlies say Saturday night's all right for winning. Utah is now 11-7 in Saturdays this season. We'll come back and have the post-game report. Once again, the final score, it's the Utah Grizzlies 8 and the Tulsa Oilers 3. This is the Utah Grizzlies Hockey Network.
From commercial to recreational truck accessories, Mountain Land Truck Outfitters has got what you need. Flatbeds, spray and bed liners, lifts and leveling kits, wheels and tires. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters proudly uses a brand you know and trust. And with our experienced, knowledgeable, and friendly staff, your visit here will be informative and enjoyable. Stop into our convenient location in Provo at 265 South 100 West or call 801-225-4637 to get a quote for your fleet or individual truck. Mountain Land Truck Outfitter.
It's the second straight night where the Grizzlies allowed a goal within the first 4 minutes of the game, but it didn't matter. The Grizzlies get an 8-3 victory over the Tulsa Oilers. Utah has now won 2 in a row. The road trip started on Wednesday night. Utah lost 8-3 to Kansas City. I don't know what happened to the Grizzlies between Wednesday's game and Friday's game. Obviously, there was a lot of talking, a lot of discussion. Whatever was said, whatever was done between Wednesday and Friday's game certainly turned things around as the Grizzlies got a 3-2 victory last night. And tonight they dominated the final 25 minutes of regulation. They overcame a 3-2 deficit as Briley Wood scored a power play goal to tie things up 15:59 into the second. And then the Grizzlies came out in the third period. Obviously, game is on the line, tied at 3 coming into the third. Grizzlies score 5 unanswered, with Cole Gallant, Luke Manning, Reed Webster, Derek Dashke, and Keaton Mastrodonato getting goals. And that was the great thing about it. It wasn't just 1 or 2 players dominating action. It was everybody across the board contributing to the Grizzlies' victory. Tulsa, as we mentioned, did score first. It was Andrew Lucas getting his 5th of the year, 3:27 in. Anthony Costantini and Sean Olson got the assists. Utah tied it up 5:19 into the first as Reed Webster got his first of 2 on the night. He scored 5:19 in with Gallant and Berg getting the assists. And then for the second straight game, Grizzlies got a gift from the opposing goaltender. Jack LaFontaine turned the puck over and threw it into his own net halfway through the second period last night. Tonight, Talon Boyko is behind his net, threw a blind pass towards his left. It was picked off by Fitz at the far goal line, and he fired on a tough angle past an empty net as Boyko was trying to recover, but Fitz scored unassisted, 18-28 into the first. Utah led 2-1 after 20 minutes of play. Grizzlies have had a pretty good record this season when leading after one. Utah this season is now 9-3-1-2 when leading after one period. Tulsa scored 2 unanswered early in the second period. Mike McKee redirected a shot 2:49 in. That tied it up. McKee got his 4th of the year. Olivier Damalka and Josh Nelson got the assists. And then Tulsa got a power play and scored as Andrew Lucas took a shot from the left wing. It was redirected by Justin McAlien, who scored his 11th of the year. Lucas and Connor Roulette picked up the assists. Grizzlies got a power play as Shane Kuzmeski, actually it was Daniil Ladigan. He picked up a tripping minor, 15-26 in, and 33 seconds into the power play, Briley Wood scored on a one-timer from the left wing. He got his 17th of the year. Wood has 5 power play goals this season. Garrett Pike and Cole Gallant picked up the assists. And really, once Wood scored the tying goal late in the second period, it was all Grizzlies from there throughout the remainder of the game. It was tied at 3 after 2 periods. Grizzlies outshot the Oilers 12-9 in the second period. Now, in the third frame, Tulsa outshot Utah 16-9. You talk about Vinny Duplessis. He saved 38 of 41, but he was a brick wall in the third period. And the Grizzlies defensive unit did a great job in front of him. So you think about it, only 9 shots for the Grizzlies in the third period. They scored on 5 of them. Cole Gallant scored what turned out to be the game winner, 1:23 into the third period. Matt Arujo and Garrett Pike picked up the assists. And then Utah got a power play as Shane Kuzmeski, the former Grizzly, picked up a hooking minor. He was part of the Grizzlies during the second half of the 2021-22 season. Manning scored his 8th of the year. Pike took the original shot. It was a blast from the high slot at over 90 miles an hour. Ricocheted off the end boards, hippity-hop towards the front of the crease. Manning was able to locate it before any Oilers did, and Manning just kind of jabbed the puck on a one-time tap past Talon Boyko and past the goal line to give Utah a 5-3 lead. The Grizzlies went 2 for 4 on the power play. They did have a late power play at the end of the game, which really didn't matter with the game already having been decided. It was certainly great to see the Grizzlies have a breakthrough performance on the power play, as they hadn't scored a power play goal in 6 straight games, but they came through when they needed it the most. Grizzlies extended the lead to 6-3 as Lepster scored 11:37 in. That was one of those where Pike found Gallant out in front of the net. Gallant took a backhand shot. Boyko made the save, and then at the very last moment, Reed Lepster saw some loose change out in front, and Lepster got the puck and jabbed it past Boyko and past the goal line to give Utah their 6th goal of the night. Grizzlies extended the lead to 7-3 on a 2-on-1. Derek Dashke skated towards the right circle. He called his own number and fired it glove side past Boyko. Dashke now has 12 goals on the season. He came into play with the third most goals among league defensemen, and he also came into play 5th among league defensemen with 43 points. Then the Grizzlies got a shorthanded goal to complete the scoring as Keaton Mastrodonato went coast to coast, and he fired away from the right wing as he got it past Boyko. It's the Maestro's 12th of the year, and it's the Grizzlies' 6th shorthanded tally of the season as Utah took an 8-3 lead, and they cruised throughout the rest of regulation as they pick up their 2nd straight win on the road trip. Utah this season now has a record of 19-29-5-2, and they are 9-15-1-1 on the road this season. Great individual performances by the forward line of Reed Lepster, Adam Berg, and Cole Gallant. All 3 players on the top Grizzlies forward line had multiple point games tonight. Lepster had 2 goals and 1 assist. He was a +4 and had 4 shots. Adam Berg had 2 assists. He was a +4 and had 5 shots. Gallant had 1 goal, 3 assists. He was a +4 and had 3 shots. 3 stars of the game. Garrett Pike had 4 assists, and he was a +1. He also had 2 shots. Pike is the number 3 star. Gallant, we mentioned his stat line, 1 goal, 3 assists, +4. He had 4 shots. If I remember right, the 4-point effort might be a career high for Cole Gallant. He is the 2nd star. And Reed Webster, with the 2 goal and 1 assist performance, he is the number 1 star of the evening. Gallant ended up scoring the game winner, 1:23 into the 3rd period. Cooper Jones was a +3 to lead Grizzlies defenseman. Derek Dashke was a +1. He was Jones's defensive partner for some of the game. Looked like the Grizzlies kind of shuffled up the defensive lines at points in tonight's game. Fitz wasn't even in the plus-minus category, although he played a pretty solid game. And how about Vinny Duplessis? He stopped 38 of 41, kept the Grizzlies in it, and when Utah needed them the most in the 3rd period, Tulsa had 16 shots in the 3rd. Vinny Duplessis stopped them all. He gets the victory. His record goes to 4-9-2-1 on the season. Time of game was 2 hours and 29 minutes. And, sometimes I joke about Tulsa cooking up the attendance totals. The lower bowl was literally half full, but they announced a crowd of 11,026. They do have an upper bowl at BOK Center. Their arena really is kind of a similar size to what you would see from an NBA or NHL team. I think that their hockey attendance could be about as high as what you see at Delta Center. Literally every seat in the upper bowl must have been filled if there was 11,000 that were in the building. Either way, or maybe the concourse was just that full, that packed tonight over at BOK Center. But nevertheless, season-high crowd that turned in for a Grizzlies game this season, and they saw a good one from the visiting team. Grizzlies will look for the 2-game sweep at BOK Center tomorrow afternoon. 1:50 pregame show, 2:05 face-off. Remember, this is the first of 4 straight meetings against the Oilers. Grizzlies will host the Oilers next week at Maverick Center. Grizzlies' next home game is going to be on Friday night. It's going to be Military Night on March 7th. Get your tickets, UtahGrizzlies.com. Military Night is presented by Mountain Land Supply Company. And then both teams will be off next Saturday. Sunday, March 9th, will be a 3:10 start, and that will include $12 tickets with your AFC debit or credit card. And you can also get a family 4-pack of tickets for $48. And with it being a Sunday home game, I think there's a post-game skate afterwards. So a lot of fun stuff happening at Maverick Center next week during the Grizzlies' next homestand. But Utah's got one more game at BOK Center. And if you're tuned in on YouTube, we tried to do the best we could to describe the game. Unfortunately, we were dealt with a bad hand in terms of the video feed. It is very frustrating, as after all, this isn't some fun hobby. I'm trying to find a way to get to the National Hockey League, and it's tough when you're trying to battle just to be able to see what's going on the ice in the game that you're trying to describe. But nevertheless, it was fun, and really the thing that made it fun was the fact the Grizzlies played outstanding in the final 25 minutes of regulation. Tulsa at one point had a 3-2 lead, and the Grizzlies scored 6 unanswered by 6 different skaters. And that was the fun thing. It wasn't just 2 or 3 guys dominating. Sure, it was the forward line of Lebster, Gallant, and Berg that were all +4, but just about everybody contributed to the Grizzlies' victory, as Utah, over the last 2 games, have outscored opponents 11-5. Well, it'll be interesting to see if the Rapid City Rush win their 12th straight game after 2 periods. They lead Idaho 3-1 over at the Monument. And if you're tuned into Flow Sports, go watch that game. See how that one ends. That could be an interesting one, as Rapid City has played some unbelievable hockey as of late. Over at Delta Center, Utah Hockey Club's taking on the New Jersey Devils. Devils had a 1-0 lead after 1 period, and they are currently through 2 frames, and they're tied at 1. Mikhail Sergachev scored his 11th of the year, 10:03 into the 2nd period. Liam O'Brien and Kevin Stenlund picked up the assists. So that one should be an interesting one over at Delta Center, as Utah is looking to extend their winning streak to 5. I guess if you're looking at parallels, Grizzlies' top scoring defenseman, Derek Dashke, got his 12th goal of the year, and Utah's top scoring defenseman, Mikhail Sergachev, scored his 11th of the season for the hockey club. Devils have outshot Utah 20-14 through 2 frames. Now about wrap things up as we're hanging out at the Grizz Cave just outside the Grizzlies team store at Maverick Center. Tomorrow, both teams will be tired. Utah and Tulsa both got 3-2 road victories last night. Utah won in Kansas City and Tulsa won in Wichita. Grizzlies still have fading playoff hopes. The Grizzlies have played well on this road trip. They are now 2-1 on the trip. As we mentioned, if every day were a Saturday, boy, the Grizzlies would certainly have a Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year, and a great 2025 as Utah is now 4-1 over their last 5 Saturdays. Actually, they're 5-1 over their last 6 Saturdays, and they're 11-7 on Saturdays this season. Well, we came into the third period thinking, well, this could be a close game. Well, it certainly didn't turn out that way as the Grizzlies really dominated action, scoring 5 unanswered third period goals. Utah is now 3-2 against the Oilers this season, and Utah has won 3 straight games against the Oilers dating back to early February. Well, we'll talk tomorrow afternoon. Note the start time is going to be at 2:05. That's going to be face-off time in the Mountain Time Zone, 3:05 locally in Oklahoma. Pre-game coverage begins at 1:50. I'm Tyson Whiting, and it is what it is. You've been listening to the Utah Grizzlies Hockey Network. Good night, everybody.